It's all about the lineage, baby. 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 Yeah. Now what y'all wanna be? FBA, ADOS, free men indigenous. We got shot callers, we got activists, we got politicians, we got lawyers for ya. But don't knock us for being great. Delineate. And now we're singing, hey. It's all about the lineage, baby. Yeah, baby. It's all about the lineage, baby. It's all about the lineage, baby. Oh Lord, it's all about the lineage, baby. Can't nobody take our pride. Can't nobody hold us down, no. We gotta keep on moving. They keep on moving the goalposts. Oh no, no. Broken alliance everywhere. Broken arrows in every spirit. Let's be very clear. We ain't letting up. We ain't getting up. It's our throne, we built it. It's our home. Take your shoes off. It's all about the lineage, baby. Oh no, it's all about the lineage, baby. It's all about the lineage, baby. Oh no, it's all about the lineage, baby. Now what y'all wanna be? FBA, ADOS, free men indigenous. We got shot callers, we got activists, we got politicians, we got lawyers for ya. But don't knock us for being great. Delete it. Now we're seeing, hey, yeah. Can't nobody take a pride. Can't nobody hold us down, no. You gotta keep on moving. And keep on moving the goals. Oh no. Broken alliance everywhere. Broken arrows in every spear. Let's be very clear. We ain't letting up. We ain't getting up. It's our throne. We built it. It's our home. Take your shoes off. It's all about the lineage, baby. Oh no. It's all about the lineage, baby. Yeah. It's all about the lineage, baby. Oh no. It's all about the lineage, baby.
It's really not a thing.
Okay.
I don't even know why we can sit up here and talk about it. So it's a very small fabric.
Okay,
it's a very small
fabricated.
fabricated.
Anybody have any rebuttal for Mr. Wire? I'm gonna do y'all. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna treat y'all like y'all treat Black Americans. I'm gonna be a gracious host. Go ahead. Anybody got any rebuttals for Mr. Wire?
No.
I'm gonna let it go.
You said what? Who? Anybody?
It ain't even worth rebuttering.
Okay, so nobody. We just gonna ask him his question and move on. Okay, Mr. Wire, I have a question for you. Why do some Black?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay, why do some Black immigrants distance themselves from Black Americans?
That's a good question, actually. So I don't see any Black immigrant distancing themselves from Black Americans. I just see that every person was raised differently, right? So if my parents told me to, not being around certain behavior, I'm not gonna only, pick and choose and say I'm not gonna be friends with a Black American. This applies to a Chinese.
Yeah, if they want a real conversation, they'll take the topic: are African Afro immigrants Black? See, like they're giving them that grace. Hey, Black immigrants. Yeah, so now they're entitled to everything Black. Nah, you got to make sure they got to prove they're Black. Okay, and that's easier said than done. Okay, God damn.
Chinese, a white person. I mean, an Italian, everybody. But it's crazy to me how you guys always try to look at it as if it's always Black Americans. You know what I mean? It's that kind of.
At some point, I'm gonna try TikTok again today. So we're gonna do a dual stream. I'm gonna go to TikTok at some point. Let's see how it works.
Comes out weird to me, and I don't like from where I sit. There's no such thing as don't talk to Black Americans because you're not gonna tell me that. Like this person looks just like me. This person is. I mean, you know, I could be from Africa and this person is in America. At the end of the day, we're all Black. So why would anybody? For me, what I look at the behavior is moves. Is what kind of person is this guy? You know what I mean? If I'm not.
See, at the end of the day, we're all Black. That's that paper genocide. That's that paper assimilation. No, we're not all Black in America. That's what the white team man wants to try to pull, but like he pulled paper genocide. No, you're Black on paper, my guy. That's it. You're not Black in America. You don't assimilate with us. Like you don't join us in nothing we do. That's Black. That's Black power, Black empowerment. And you wouldn't, because you wouldn't gain, you wouldn't benefit. It'd be just for us. And somebody made a great point. Somebody called into Nashi radio and talked about the airmen, right? That went over there and helped fight with Ethiopia to take down the Italians. Like, what was their gain? Like, they didn't go there with a promise to do something. Like, they didn't go there to benefit. So it was like one-sided again. They went to help Ethiopia, and that was it. They were not promised anything in return. They did it because they feel like it was a good thing to do. But for these tethers and that's calling themselves Black, that's only Black on paper. The paper soldiers. I call them paper soldiers. They're participating in paper assimilation, paper genocide, whether they know it or not. But again, like we had no benefit going over there. When we exposed King Leopold and what he was doing to the Congolese people, there was no benefit for us. We just broke the story. No benefit, but they benefited everything. Because the world was looking at that and looking at King Leopold side eye, and he had to, go do away with his practices, his evil practices. And Ethiopia got a W. They got respect. They were the other nation outside of Japan to take down a European nation, and being a non-European nation. Japan, Ethiopia. I don't know another one. Okay, so they're part of history now. And what do we gain? We got no credit for that at all. So again, like here we go, extending our services, but nothing to gain. And we didn't go there expecting something. We just did what was right.
I don't want to associate myself with them. It has nothing to do with Black American. It just have everything to do with that person and me. All right. That's what I'm gonna say about that.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Wire, you can come back up. I'm gonna rotate the stage though, but if you can come back up, you can get.
Interesting comment that and he said there's no such thing as being biologically Black. I kind of agree with that. I got to know what you mean, but just by reading your comment, I will agree with that. But if it just means what it means, then I agree. If there's more to that, then click the link and explain. But if you leave it like that, I'm probably going to agree.
Get back in the queue. Thank you, Mr. Wire. The Black, did you want to go or you want FBAJ to go?
FBAJ can go, but I just want to say, hey, love, hey my Niecy, and everybody else on the panel.
Hey, Black. Hey, Black. How you doing? Okay. I'm. Thank you. I fell asleep last night. I woke up to an interesting evening of the recording, though. I have to edit it.
Okay, I got you.
Look, I had to drop everybody because I didn't want them to get your live flag. Because between Tele and America, I couldn't control it, so I just dropped everybody.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you. All right, FBAJ.
Hey, how you doing, Lois World?
I'm doing good. Thank you for coming to my live.
Thank you for coming to mine. It's all love.
All right.
Mm.
You want to address the
Yeah, I'll address the prompt. FBA versus everybody. Who's next? What's your issue with FBA? I mean, I'm not gonna count, man. Like, we got issues of our own within our own lineage. We don't really
Uh-oh.
care about you tellers like
Right.
that. Look, I on my live, y'all know I got a specific day for y'all. It's called Tether Tuesday. It's when I open up my circus and I let y'all come in and perform all the tricks you want. Y'all are the opening acts, the closing acts, the middle acts. Y'all provide the snacks, the entertainment. Y'all is every
Highway Radio, like a sunflower.
You gotta say it louder, you.
Highway Radio, like a sunflower.
One more time.
Highway Radio, like a sunflower.
That's it.
everything on my live on that day. That's y'all day right there, Tether Tuesday. But other than that, I don't care about y'all. Y'all are for entertainment purposes only. That's it. Okay? That's it. Y'all, that's y'all disclaimer. Entertainment purposes only. Okay? Don't nobody care about no goddamn Pan-Africanism but y'all. Y'all the only ones that still fighting for us to be Pan-Africans. We been moved on. And shoot, we started LBA, Sulani, and all these different other freaking identifiers just so we could separate ourselves from y'all. That's it. We just want to be our own individual thing, and y'all keep coming in here trying to say, "Oh, well, y'all history is our history too, and y'all just need to accept it. Accept these nuts. That's what y'all can accept. Accept these nuts. Yeah, these."
Yeah, I don't believe Ubuntu. You might want to click that link. I don't believe somebody can be. I mean, to me, that doesn't make any sense. Like, that's not even scientific. Like, you said biologically black. Like, that's not even a scientific word. Like, that's not even a biological word. Like, how are you biologically black? No, you're biologically human, and you're biologically from your parents. Like, there's no. I don't know of a scientific word that tells somebody they're biologically black. That doesn't make any sense, because black is a social construct word. It's not a biological word. So black is something black is something that's a color, right? So that got nothing to do with biology. People put that black on people, just like money. Money is something that's also a social construct. People made that up. There's no such thing as like real like money. People made it up, and we use it. We made it up, and then we use it as it's real. So race is something that was made up by a white man, and we use it as it's real. But you're not biologically black. That's just my understanding on it. But if you got something deeper, if you got some biology with that or some science behind that, you might want to click that link. But I don't think so.
UTSs. That's what y'all can accept. Because we ain't giving you nothing, you bunch of squirrels. That's all y'all are. It's nothing but some squirrels looking for some nuts, and we ain't got nothing for you. Okay? Get on. We don't want no goddamn unity with y'all. Okay? We don't want nothing to do with y'all. Okay? Our ancestors are the mound builders. They are the ones who freaking built Tamari. And then we had to deal with the white people for 700 plus years, 7 different nations for 700 plus years. And then after that, we had to watch these people tear down our stuff, rebuild on top of it or build over it. And then y'all got the audacity to try to say your history is our history when y'all can't even build nothing on them islands of Jamaica, you little Jamaican, and you Nigerians up here with your goddamn me spears, whistle
Okay, land
blowing
your
your little.
plane, Jay.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I
Jay
got the
came in
wrong
to
thing.
start
I'm
trouble.
sorry. Let me stop.
Good trouble. You
But
dig?
I
Hold
just
on. Let me just. I was making a video, and it's finally done. So let me just go ahead and upload it. So I had caller number 1 learn who's black and who's not black. So this would be caller number 2, who just learned who's black and who's not black. And this would be 227 Kemet. So I finally got you, 227 Kemet. All right, so let me upload that right now while we're talking. And I had a few conversations that I'm gonna try to go backwards and find all my conversations about who's black and who's not, where callers find out. And you're gonna see that they got little to no rebuttal. All right. Little to no rebuttal. Which is just further confirmation for me. It's like, yo, the more nobody challenged me, the more I'm more convinced, and you guys are more convinced, because if I was out of my mind, you would see a line of calls of people debunking me. Like, hey, what you mean Africa's not black? Are you stupid? You unbiased? No. You know, it'd be that easy for people just to come behind me and cook me if I was wrong. Okay. Yeah, but we don't see that. We don't see a bunch of callers lined up to take that challenge. A few did and got cooked immediately. Okay. And I'm saying cook in a friendly way. Like, they just got educated. I didn't go at them disrespectfully. I just educated them. That's all.
I just want to land this here. These people don't want no smoke with us. They want unity with us, because they know if they really want to smoke with us, they'll be looking like them Ghanaians that I got dang ancestors over there. So instead of them laying a reef on us, we'll be laying a reef on them. Talking about, here, our ancestors, we got the people for you. Now you take them and get and do what you want with them on the other side. And I land there.
Oh, bro, can I respond to that?
Yeah.
You have any other response other than revenue? I guess not revenue. It's on you.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
I'm definitely going to fast forward revenue. Like, this guy's a troll. No points, no arguments. Let me just fast forward this guy. He's become a complete minstrel.
Man, we sit up here and lie.
Had reduced his soul to a complete minstrel.
All right, thank you, Revenue.
Yeah, let's get past that.
Yeah, let me respond to that, because he came up here with a lot of cap rap, and I don't got time for you tethers and y'all beatboxing with this cap rap. So look here, man. Y'all do be worried about us, okay? Y'all make lives about us too. Love's World just said she caught y'all over there talking crazy about us, dropping the FBAs when they came up to defend themselves, muting them. Y'all are obsessed with us, sir. Please stop it. You got a freaking great value Diddy as your freaking profile picture, and you don't even look like that yourself. Sir, I got a picture of how you really look like. Do you want me to show it? I highly suggest you shut up right now, sir. I highly suggest you stay on that little island that you came from, or take your butt back there, because I forgot you in New York. Take your butt back to that little island before I show how cockeyed you look over there, looking like Biggie Smalls' little brother. You need to stop playing with me, Biggie. Okay, little boy. Now, anyway, like I was saying, we are the most copied people on this planet. Everybody wants to be us. I don't know why everybody over here trying to act like I ain't like we ain't the ish. But anyway, let me just go ahead and land with this, because I don't like to over talk over my time, unlike you tell us. Dude, y'all are obsessed with us. Y'all love us. Y'all love our stinky draws. Y'all love our freaking beat up Air Jordans. Y'all love our old clothes, because that's what y'all be wearing is our hand me downs on them islands and over there on that continent. So I'm not trying to hear the cap rap.
All right, thank you, FBAJ. Go ahead, Revenue. Hey, Revenue. You want to?
Hey, what's going on, love world? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing
Can I go
good.
after revenue?
How? What you say, the Black?
I was ask, can I go after revenue before you start at the bottom?
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
well,
yeah.
well, guess what? I'm gonna fast forward revenue so fast it's gonna look like you went before him.
You sure can. Go ahead, Revenue. I'm sorry. I'm like, wait, something don't.
Pretty sure the
Yeah,
kids
the
like
kids.
mama. I know the kids over there like mama. I want this, mama. Don't y'all say y'all working? Get y'all bus on.
Right. Okay, Jay. Is global Black unity actually realistic in 2026?
Okay, to me that's a goofy question because there's no such thing as global Black unity. There's only national Black unity because the only Black people in the world is Foundation Black Americans. So unless we're globally all across the world, the globe, then there's no such thing as global unity. Look, these guys want to be African so bad, these tether news and revenues, then talk about African unity. And they claim we're African. So why don't y'all use that word for these guys? Say African unity. Why are you bowing down to their terminology? When we say we're Black, they say we're not Black, we're African nigga. So there's no such thing as Black global unity. It's only African unity, right? Global unity. So talk about that, right? And we don't give once they term it the right way, watch, we don't care about the topic. But once you say Black global unity, that's a goofy statement. It's just Black nationalism. That's it.
Oh no, to the no, no, no. Oh hell no, say hell no. To the no, no, no. Oh hell no. No. It's not. No, it's not. It's nowhere near possible. These people are so disrespectful. They come over here and they just spill their tether babble lies and rhetoric about how our people, our ancestors were their people, how Martin Luther King Jr. was a Pan-African, how Malcolm X was a Pan-African. These people are not us and we are not them, and they just need to accept it. We do not share a lineage. We do not share common soil with these people, so they just need to accept it, go back home, rebuild their own homeland, have some ethnic pride, some tribal pride, and do better. But no, they refuse to do so. They keep trying to tether onto us and spew rhetoric. We kept asking revenue for receipts over and over again, and that man couldn't provide not a single one but except a picture and a name and said, go Google it. Sir, when you coming up here and you're presenting evidence, you have to actually have the evidence. Like me, I actually have the evidence of how you really look like, and I'll show it. Like a real talk, I'll cut this camera on and show this picture so quick. Matter of fact, you know what? I feel like it today because I'm messy today. I've been very messy today. I need to clean up my act, but I'll work on that maybe after I take a nap. But hold on real quick. Let me get this picture because you got me effed up. You little cockeyed little bastard over there looking like the day picture from Friday After Next. Who that baby ugly? I was cocked like a pistol. Well, hold on.
Oh, you made him run.
Natty dropped. Oh my goodness.
You made him drop. Damn, FBA.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the way you look is the way you look, right? Nobody should ever be ashamed of how they look. Sometimes, certain people is going to be unpleasing and pleasing others. Yeah, look, revenue. The pictures out there, nobody's going to cut you a break. You're disrespectful towards the lineage, right? Now, I don't do that over here. I try to be professional and just cook you out with information. So matter of fact, Tether new, click the link. 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 I don't have your picture. Like I said, I don't do stuff like that. But that's what happens when you're out here disrespectful, saying our ancestors got bit by dogs and disrespecting us that way. Yeah, the gloves are off. The gloves are off. Like people like him, he ain't FBA was Jay. He ain't gonna fool around with you. He making that very clear. He not taking you seriously at all. He's gonna pull up your picture every platform you're on. And he don't take you seriously at all. I don't either. But like he said, you guys are content for content purposes only. So just for today, Tether New, if you click the link, I will entertain you for about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes only today. Okay, so go ahead and click that link.
Hey, Jay.
All right,
Picture that bad.
You made him flee.
Go ahead, y'all. Jay, he not here. I don't know if you still want to show the picture or not, but he's gone.
Yeah, put me on the big screen. Here y'all go.
Lord Jesus.
Oh, revenue eyes is really revenue eyes. That's funny as heck. I did not know that.
Okay, all right.
So please stop playing with me over here.
Okay, let's go ahead and move the conversation along. Okay, thank you, FBAJ. Soul Food, you want to address the prompt?
Absolutely. FBA versus everybody. Who's next? What's your issue with FBA? Me personally, I have no issue with FBA. I wholeheartedly agree with the sentiments they speak of and the things they highlight. They even opened my eyes to a couple things that I didn't even know was going on. And what these immigrants don't understand is, especially when they be bringing up our past Pan-African ancestor, what they don't understand is what's going on back then is different from what's going on now. Us Black Americans, we change with time and we do what makes sense at the time and not what the masses do. That's what make us different and make us great. You get what I'm saying? And what's going on now is we see the disrespect, we see the division, we see the undermining from these Black immigrants, and we are wise enough to peep game, change course, something that they don't have the balls or capacity to do. And well, we change the course on.
Okay, we have Haitian. Oh, Kiel Bonner, $2 super chat in the building. Leaders Love is present. Haitian TPS has extended 3 more years. Oh, that's somebody over here talking trash. That's somebody talking trash. Thank you for that. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing the video as you come in. It's gonna be a good live today. You dig? Try to get as much done as possible. And like I said, I'm gonna extend it to TikTok, play with TikTok a little bit, see if we get that lit. You know, it's gonna be I understand it's gonna be a slow process. I'm totally 100% new to TikTok. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'll be, again, if nobody show up, I wouldn't be surprised because, you know, who knows? But we're going to try it. We're going to keep trying once or twice a week. And then eventually, you know, people are going to start coming to the spaces and I'm going to get more used to how to work TikTok. Okay. I got to get used to not sharing my screen and all that good stuff. Anything else? Yeah, the link is there. The link, Tethers, invade, FBA TikTok spaces. And if anybody believes that Africans are Black, okay, you might want to click that link and explain.
Daddy's good.
And the people who speaking on delineation right now, that's what they don't understand. Most of them were Pan-Africans to begin with. Most of our community was Pan-Africans to begin with. And it's a reason we changing course because we see it ain't been working. The only thing Black immigrants ever taught us is how to be xenophobic. That's one thing I can say. That's the only thing y'all taught us is how to be xenophobic. I'm going to tell y'all that now because we've been receiving all this HATE from y'all for so long after our ancestors fought and brought y'all over here, and we done with it. And if you actually study real history instead of pushing the history that they push on us and the viewpoints they push on us, you will see most Black Americans, even Black Europeans, even Africans at the time were fully against Pan-Africanism and Garveyism because the sentiments we speak of today, they were speaking on at the time. And they said it would not work, and it didn't work. It was so many conferences held around the world of Black Americans and other melanated immigrants denouncing Pan-Africanism because they seen white supremacists was funding it and it was not beneficial to the average person, but only the elites benefited from it and it was a tool for capitalists and imperialists. This is what people don't get. And what I don't get about Africans is they can name the tactics they say that the European governments do to their countries when they install these puppets or whatever, when they try to destabilize their countries with all the little bullshit they say. But they act like they don't see it when the government are doing the same thing to our communities. When they put these Black immigrant puppets who they got hanging for dear life from a fucking green card, oh my bad, and put them in positions of power to speak and make decisions for Black Americans. They act like they don't see that. Oh yeah.
You want to rebuttal? Okay, hold on, Revenue. Anybody else? Thank you, Rev. Hey, Rev. Anybody else have a rebuttal for Soul Food?
Just make sure you don't drop out.
Oh my God, here they go saying soul food. I was just good. You dig? All this, it don't take much. Like I don't really have an appetite like that. I eat one big meal a day. But when people say stuff like that, that definitely start to disrupt my day. Oh God, why'd she say soul food?
Revenue.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Revenue.
Yeah, it's like listening to FBA is like listening to an autistic community. You know, even work with get up here.
A newspaper article about Marcus Garvey, right? He said when Garvey said right here, it's a
You always
single thing in the book. It's just amazing. You FBAs get up here and lie about every single thing in the book. It's just amazing sometimes.
Can I respond to that?
You always any person who turns it is after each rebuttal, you always have the final say. Go ahead, Soul Food.
Okay, so what I got on my screen right here, it's a newspaper article talking about Marcus Garvey and how he was working with the triple Ks, right? And I'm gonna read a little excerpt about what our ancestors said about Frederick Douglass, right? About Marcus Garvey, right? He said, when Garvey said this is not a colored citizen country in the same sense that this is the country of every other loyal American, black or white, he knows nothing of the history of this country, right? He does not know that black men played a vital part in the explorations and the settlements of this continent, that there were 40 black men with Balboa when he discovered the Pacific Ocean, and when Balboa found a tribe of black men then living there on the shores of South America. He does not know that black men were with all the Spanish discoverers and explorers with Cortez when he went into Mexico, and was with Carina when he went in Kansas in 1541. He does not know that colored men helped establish the first settlement in Jamestown in 1507, and that Africans were with Ponce de Leon and St. Augustine in 1565, that Estevanco, the black explorer, was with 3 Spaniards, explored the present state of Texas. So when you talking, all you doing is spreading the bullshit white supremacist talking points. Our ancestors knew what was going on, and that's the reason they don't speak on these ancestors who talk down about Pan-Africanism, and you are the one who pushing the YT supremacists and the triple K talking points.
Okay, thank you, Soul Food. You ready for your question?
Yeah.
Is Pan-Africanism more of an idea than a real movement today?
Absolutely. It's just the idea, basically, like I said, because I've been reading up about Pan-African when it came out. It's basically an idea that don't make sense, because I don't think people just because we share the same skin color, we all come from different cultures and different ways of living, and different ideologies. I don't believe that could work because we got the same skin color. It just doesn't make sense. And I read this one thing, and it was basically perfectly explained. He called it race romanticism, something that it will never be. People who come from different parts of life cannot just come together because they got the same skin color. So the fight here that we have with our government is not the same fight that the black immigrants have when they come here. So how can we work together?
No such thing as black immigrants. I got to keep reiterating that. And they say it themselves. Like, if you get them to be honest, they'll tell you that they're not black. I'll play that in a second. All right. As my screen froze. As my screen just froze again.
Lit. Everybody and their mother wants to be a black American.
I am a black American with descendants from Africa that came from the slave trade in the Americas through Puerto Rico and into the United States.
Yeah, wait till you see how this guy look talking this crazy stuff. All right. All right. I gotta extend my my screen over there. My man said he is black. Puerto Rican. He is the definition of the depiction of how a Puerto Rican look. And he's saying that he is black. Okay. Oh my God. All right. So let me expand my screen. Family, we're 33 likes away from where we need to be. Okay. I got a big screen. I got a big blinking thing on the screen that says like, subscribe, and it also show the Cash App some love right there. $ unbiased Ron. But let me show. Look how this dude look. saying he's one of us. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. All right, let me start from the beginning. This is embarrassing.
Well, everybody want to be black. Yo, this is crazy. We lit. Everybody and their mother wants to be a black American.
I am a black American with descendants from Africa that came from the slave trade in the Americas through Puerto Rico and into the United States.
What? Hi. timeline are we on? All of a sudden, these people that have been me no black, Papi Chulo me no black, now all of a sudden he's a Black American.
The difference between Puerto Ricans that are black and black people that are black in the United States of America is a boat stop. Do you people not understand your history? That the vast majority of Puerto Ricans have descendants of slavery from Africa? This is like basic.
Being Black American is not synonymous with being African or having African ancestry.
Literally over 40,000 slaves were traded from Puerto Rico into the Americas, and many of them landed in the United States. I am as black as you. This is...
You see, that's why I'm telling you, we got to repo black. We got to repo black. We did good. We created delineating term, Solan, Foundational American Freedmen. We got FBA, Foundational Black Americans. We created delineating terms. We got ADOS, but we got to circle back and take black back. Okay. Look, I'm saying this is going now. You got Africans and Caribbean folks, West Indians saying they're black. Look, we don't say nothing. We let it slide. Now, look, here come the Puerto Ricans, and then here come the Mexicans, and here comes the Australian. Everybody's gonna start saying they're black, contributing back to paper genocide, back to paper assimilation, where people are black only on paper. They're not black in society. They're not suffering the things that we suffer as Black Americans. They're not being excluded from things that we're being excluded from as Black Americans. They're only black when they're receiving benefits, when they're trying to get DEI jobs, when they're trying to get welfare, SNAP, all type of assistance, low-income housing. Yes, they're black now only on paper. That's why it's called paper assimilation, paper genocide. All right, so we got to start arguing there. Hey, you're not black. We're the only Black Americans. Black Americans are only black people in the world. You are exactly what you said you are. You're Puerto Rican. And if you got any African lineage in you, genetics, then you're Afro-Puerto Rican. That's it. You're not black.
To me, that a lot of you think that Puerto Ricans are Latino and not black.
Black American is an ethnic marker. It is not just race. I can't stand that now everybody's trying to fall under the umbrella of black because of race.
Where do you think the term Afro-Latino comes from? You think we were just bored and we invented that shit?
Don't care. But like you said, you're Afro-Latino, Afro-Latina. Stop me when you are black, okay?
I want you to tell me where that man came from if it was not straight from the slave trade in Africa. I mean, I really fucking know.
First of all, that's New Age. Y'all ain't never was calling yourselves Afro. Okay, that is New Age. Just like Latinx and all these other things that y'all are now assigning yourselves to be inclusive with Black Americans. This is so odd. And just because you have some African ancestry does not mean that you are a Black American.
Suddenly, everybody's claiming to be a Black American. And that is why I'm telling y'all Black Americans to start gatekeeping your culture, your lineage. Because if you don't...
If you want that back. We got an African guy, man, telling us to gatekeep our culture.
So odd. And just because you have...
And he's the only one that's kind of like coming around to this.
Some African ancestry does not mean that you are a Black American.
Suddenly, everybody's claiming to be a Black American. And that is why I'm telling y'all Black Americans to start gatekeeping your culture, your lineage. Because if you don't, it's going to be erased. And that erasure has already started happening. You're seeing it. These same people who are claiming to be Black Americans are the ones who said, I'm not black, I am Puerto Rican, I'm not black, I am Jamaican, I'm not black, I'm Dominican. You've heard them. Many of them distanced from being a Black American before. So why are they now interested in identifying as Black Americans? What are the real causes behind this? Anyway, if you've been listening to that lady, the lady who was responding to that Puerto Rican man, shout out to her. She's very smart. I really like how she responds to some of these immigrants. She does a great job breaking things down and giving people clarity they need to understand what they have been missing. So I'm gonna let you watch these other clips and we come back at the end.
If the definition of being African American is that you have to be born from parents that are black from the United States, I got bad news for you. Kamala Harris is not black and Barack Obama is not black. Barack Obama's mother is white and his dad is from Africa.
Just like
right, brother, or other, right. Now he's snitching. Yeah, he found out that he ain't black. Now he's snitching, dude. We know this, my guy. You're not educating Foundation Black Americans, Adolph Freeman Salon, but you are probably educating Tethers. So good job. Go ahead. Now he dry snitching. He found out he can't be black. Now he dry snitching on Obama and Kamala Harris.
Like me. My mother's white and my dad is black from Africa, from the descendants of slaves. Born in a
Dude. If your dad is not Black American, born from U.S. chattel slavery, not just any old slavery, dude, you're not foundational. You're not Black American. You're not black at all.
territory of the United States of America. So I am technically black and American, which makes me African American. The same.
Look. You see the logic? That's why we're saying delineation. We got to stop paper assimilation. We got to stop paper genocide. Okay.
Same thing with Kamala Harris, whose mother is from India and whose father is from Jamaica.
Right, but then she's Jamaican Indian or whatever they want to call themselves over there. But Jamaican plus Indian doesn't equal black. African plus white doesn't equal black. Okay? No, that's not how that works. That's not math. The math ain't mathing.
It's like an hour from us, Puerto Rico, but she's black. But you got to stop it with this
nope.
shit.
She's not black. She's Haitian and she's Indian, like you said. That don't equal black, my guy.
That you can trace their heritage all the way back to Africa, to the times of slavery. And there's many of us, like me, that are black. Now, if you're defining that black might be a person that's lighter or heavier skin, then we can talk about a lot of other human beings, like Steph Curry and a lot of other people that are lighter skin and are still black. Stop it with this horse shit. It's so old. You got to stop saying weird shit on the internet.
I'm leaving.
Now, you know if he came over here, that's easy work.
What y'all think about this? Spread love, this is the Brooklyn Way. That Puerto Rican man is Black American now. Talking about slave shit. Sir, Puerto Rico is merely a territory of the USA. Y'all don't even vote for the president of the United States of America. We are not the same people. We are not of the same lineage. This is so bizarre. Puerto Ricans, Black Americans? I need y'all to answer the question. What?
I will always support African Americans in wanting to gatekeep their culture because the erasure is real. Gatekeep your culture, period. As an Afro-Latina, trust me, I know firsthand, erasure is real.
This right here says Puerto Ricans are not generally classified as Black American, okay? But rather Caribbean Latinos with significant, ancestry. Only 12 to 18% identifies. Most possess a mixed or triracial heritage of indigenous, Taino, European, and African descent. So the average Latino is triracial, so to speak, but a lot of them are European presenting. Let's just keep it real. And then he went on like, where do you think the term Afro-Latino? Y'all are really dragging it. I don't know what's going on. You all keep saying we having an identity crisis. No, y'all are having an identity crisis real bad. Because it's really sad and a little pathetic at this point. Since when are you a Black American, Mr. Puerto Rico? Since when? I promise to God, if I got up here and said I was Puerto Rican, do you know how much pushback? I'm trying to watch. Doing some experiments. I would be getting so much pushback. Oh, well, I'm Puerto Rican because Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, but Puerto Ricans, they what? And for the last time, it's so annoying. Get it correct. Notice how he didn't say I am African Puerto Rican. He said I'm a Black American. I'm just as black. That man is just as black as me.
So listen, if the definition of being African American is that you have to be born.
Please don't get mad. I'm saying this with.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you? Oh. No, so, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now, you know that, don't you? You know you done fucked up, don't you? You know it, don't you? No, you done fucked up.
Love. And this is the same conversation that I've had with my own family. But someone who is Afro from Puerto Rico is not the same as an African American. And when you make a video like this, you're invalidating the lived experience of Black Americans who grew up here in the States versus Afro-Latinos who grew up in Puerto Rico. Okay.
I want you to understand, overstand, and understand what I'm saying right now. I want you to understand, overstand, and understand what I'm saying right now.
Okay. I'm saying this as someone who's the daughter of a white Puerto Rican who was raised in Rio Piedra and whose grandparents were from Culebra and Vieques. And my father is a Black American descendant of slavery from Camden, New Jersey. Okay? When you take the words African and you put them together, you get a cultural identity and an ethnicity, one of which you don't belong to. You can say Afro-Latino. You can say I'm American. But to say African American, that's not a cultural or ethnical subset that you belong to. There's an explicit difference. And please mind that the colonization and how enslavement was handled in the Spanish colonies was different than how it was handled in the United States. And remember that the United States took over in 1898. So the cruelties that happened to enslaved people on the mainland happened for 300 more years before the United States took over Puerto Rico. Also, the caste systems were completely different. The anti-Blackness that happens within Latinidad was to breed out the Blackness, whereas
there's no such thing as a Blackness in Puerto Rico. You didn't breed out the Blackness. You might have breed out the Africanness, but you can't breed out Blackness. The Blackness ain't something that you can breed out. You dig? It's just not that. You're either Black or through your lineage and your genealogical records, or you're not.
In the United States, we had the one-drop rule because that's how we ended up with more enslaved people. If your mother was a slave, then you were a slave, and it didn't matter how light you were. So please, like I'm saying, they're different. I'm not saying don't be proud of the heritage that you have. Be proud of it. I'm saying that African American and Afro-Latino and also American are not interchangeable terms. That's all. That's all that Black people are trying to say. Say that you're not African American. American, and you can be Afro-Latino, but you cannot African American because that is its own category.
Because you keep saying we, you know, and it's like your kind of connection with the Black. You're Cuban, like
first.
Yeah,
I'm Black first.
So
what I
always
ask
say,
people,
how you identify
wait, but
yourself.
are you full Cuban? I thought he was Black too.
I
am Black.
No,
I am
here's
Black.
everyone thinks that you are Black lineage,
all right,
like,
so
you know, like.
Let me explain how it works. Let me explain how that I feel like we people get caught up in that
semantics
that separates us as opposed to uniting us. We get caught up in where the ship dropped us off versus where the ship picked us up. You know what I'm saying? We all come from this tree with different branches. The same boat that picked up your ancestors picked up my ancestors. They made a pit stop in the Caribbean and dropped them. But my ancestors still dealt with slavery. You know, still dealt with being, you know, having their lives ripped from them to come back from colonialism and slavery. You know, so, and it's not just African Americans, it's Dominicans, it's Afro-Puerto Ricans. Like, all these people got to get out of their colonialized minds, stop thinking, oh, I'm not this, I'm this. Okay, yeah, you can be Latin first.
And that takes us apart when we all have the same struggle. We all experience the same
100%.
struggle.
Because when I walk into a room, they ain't thinking, oh, we're going to give him a pass because he's Latin. Yeah. Or if a cop pulls me over, he's not like, okay, I'm not going to shoot him or I'm not going to beat his ass because he's Cuban. No, I'm Black. You know what I'm saying? And I'm dealing with the struggle. So we all gotta unite and fight.
And you boring. You don't have no charisma. You don't have a personality. You're just lying and fleeing. All right, nobody want to be around that shit.
For the struggle together because we're all the exact same struggle.
So recently I've been debating people on being mixed phobic because apparently I'm wrong for saying Latinos romanticize their slave capturers, but they do. I have books, scholars, and text to back it up. And Native Americans in the comments were actually going against the Afro-Latinos and agreeing with me that Latinos represent your Spaniard colonizers, and the massacre, the whitening is why that happened. And people don't know what whitening is. Basically, the whitening was when slave owners, Spanish specifically, and Portuguese, felt as if the slaves were outnumbering them. So in order to keep their numbers high, they had to romanticize the relationship with the slaves. So they would start to fall in love with the lighter mixed slaves, give them better treatment. And by giving those slaves better treatment, those slaves would go on and tell other mixed slaves that if you stay with slave master, you sleep with slave master, you sleep with the white man, your money will whiten it. Your money will money whitens. So they create this culture where the lighter slaves continue to get better treatment, and that end up mixing all the races, and it romanticized the culture to the point where you can't identify who's a Spaniard and who is a native. Now they just say we're Latino. Easy. So now you have Latinos coming to America, and Latinos are saying, no, blacks don't, we can help outnumber the Europeans because, you know, you have black Latinos. And blacks are like, you identifying as Latino don't help us because that means whites got more people. 67% of y'all are Republicans, vote for Trump, and Spanish is Latino. What are you talking about? Like, the only piece of black in you is from a long time ago. The reason you're reading called the one drop rule, I'm just going back to some awesome parts to show you guys a better definition of what
that ain't black, because black is not interchangeable or synonymous with African. So even when you go back, you just finding some African random guy that has nothing to do with being foundational black, okay, American. So random African don't make you one of us. Africans ain't even one of us. So that's a weird argument. Yo, where y'all at? Like, yeah, y'all understand? Africans not even black.
I mean, but there's Latinos. This book describes how Latinos, the romanticizing the slave masters, have created a culture where today's Latinos who are descendants of slavery get offended by anything that, oh, white this, don't say that, because white people not that bad. No, we are they slave, we lost. Just think that they're not that bad. I'm black, but I'm not that black. I'm not that black. You guys cry, you guys complain. And the black that's talking in them is literally, they're right. They know black. That's the only black in them. I'm gonna show you guys a better picture because the native guy is right. He said it's Mexicans coming across that have them than they do Mexican. And I was like, what? Nigga, look at this real quick. I dropped my bookmark. Look at the levels of blackness that they're coming. You got these Latinos that are basically 1% black, saying don't say anything disrespectful.
They're not 1% nothing black. They're a percentage of African maybe, but they're let me fast forward you because you're battling.
About how surprised other Hispanic and Latinos are when they see them speak Spanish, because they feel like the other Hispanics and Latinos can't believe that they're Hispanic or Latino because they look black. But they would never talk about the actual black people who are also surprised at them. Not all black people, but there's a lot of black people who sit on this app and say, there's some black people that will say, oh no, we're talking about the Afro-Latinos who are
I told you when I was in Dallas, when I was in Texas, man, I like that mom. Yo, I went home like, mom, yo, there's some black folks who speak Spanish. She's like, no, they don't. I mean, yeah, nah, they not. I seen them. They was playing soccer too. She was like, they're not black. They're Mexican. They're just dark-skinned Mexicans. So like we were not confused on them being black or not. We clearly understood that they were dark-skinned Mexicans. I'm like, oh, wow. Cause I'm thinking like, you know, I'm new to the school. I'm thinking like, let me get with the black people. I'm like, okay, the hell? You dig? And I was like, all right, that ain't work.
Black, but then you have black people who will make millions of videos saying all Hispanics, all Latinos are black. They'll say Jennifer Lopez is black. They'll say Mark Anthony is black. They'll say Ricky Martin is black. And then when they see an actual Afro-Latino or Afro-Latina or whatever, they'll be surprised when they speak Spanish, like, what? You speaking Spanish? But then the Afro-Latino, Afro-Latinas come here and make these videos only about the Hispanics that look like, when y'all know damn well there's black people who's surprised that y'all are speaking Spanish as well. They'll come on here and say you're black. I mean, well, of course the Afro-Latinos are. They'll come on and say Jennifer Lopez is black, Mark Anthony is black, but they don't really mean that. A lot of them make those videos just because, you know, they like how certain people look, so they will like to be black. But my thing is that
now, what a lot of insecure FBA people do is they think, oh, if we have more numbers, we would get more done. So let's just reclassify people as black, and that didn't work.
Why do y'all get so offended when a white looking or a mixed looking Hispanic is surprised that y'all speak Spanish, but y'all don't get offended when there's a Black person who is surprised, because they do get surprised. In fact, in New York, a lot of Black people get surprised when they see a dark Puerto Rican, and nobody would dare talk about that. To be honest, I used to live in Hialeah in Miami, and those Cubans, I lived around a bunch of Cubans and Colombians. They all honestly looked white. I never seen a Black Cuban a day in my life till I was 15, not 15. I was about 14 years old. My friend's mother, that was the first Black Cuban I have ever seen. Was I surprised? Not really, but it was my first time. There's been times I've been sitting right next to a Black American person, and here comes an Afro-Latina or Latino start speaking Spanish, and they're like, he speaks Spanish? What the fuck? I've seen American Black people be just as surprised, but for some reason, y'all only speak about the other Hispanics in y'all little skits. Are y'all scared or something?
After slavery, many Latin American countries adopted a national idea called Zahe, the belief that everyone is mixed and race no longer matters. On the surface, it sounds unifying, but plain away rather than something to claim. That's not a judgment, that's a system at work.
It's rainy, I'm sleepy, and I might repeat myself like Dr. Umar, but I wanted to get this point across, okay, very clearly. If you have eyes to see, and ask me what am I, and I say Black, and then your response to that is, no, but like, what's your background, like where your parents are from, and they're Dominican, Haitian, whatever Afro-Latino variety that I may be, and you turn around and say, oh, but you're not really Black, I'm gonna know you're the problem. I'm gonna know that you're playing racial colorism oppression Olympics. Stop the cap. And I don't want to be part of that game. Okay? So if people are telling you they're Black, and you into their eyes that they're clearly Afro-Latino or not from the United States, for whatever you can tell by their bone structure, by their accent, by their skin tone, by whatever you think is separating you from them, and they respond to you after you ask them, what are you? Black. And that's not a good enough response. You are causing the problems.
No, you're not Black, and we are not letting these folks hijack Black. And then you see how this topic is huge, right? You got a lot of people cosplaying us outside of Africans and West Indians. You see the Latino community are now saying they're Black. You got the Somali Eritrean community now saying they're Black when they never said they were Black. They rejected it. You got the Sudanese people now saying they're Black. And what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter if they said it before or just now saying it, or even reject it. It wouldn't matter. Just, you're still not Black. You cannot be born. You cannot become something magically. You got to be born into it, and your lineage will have to had to experience the evolution of being Black. What do I mean? Well, we weren't always Black. We were Negro colored, and then we were American Negroes, and then we were Afro-Americans, and then we became Black. You see, it's an evolution. And then we became paper genocide as African American, you dig? But if you ain't go through none of that, it's impossible to be Black, man. It's an evolution. It's a lineage thing. That's why I played my intro song was what it's all about, the lineage, baby. That was the intro song of today. So sometimes I pick intro songs to go with the theme of the live sometimes.
That you're saying everyone else is causing. Like, at this point, let's keep it a bean. If nobody else wants to say this, I'm going to say it. Okay? Because if I say I'm Dominican, you're going to be like, oh, but you're Black though. Okay? Okay? That's
No,
fine.
the hell we not.
That's fine. There's no that at all. See what I look like. So why ask the question if you already know what I look like? Right. Because there's this weird obsession with dividing people that don't fit the exact look, the prototype of Blackness. And it is a turn off for Latinos or Latinos of the Afro variety that they don't really care to play this game. If you see me and you see what I look like, and to you I look like a Black woman, then that's what I am. If I tell you that I'm Afro-Latina, I tell you that I'm this, that, and the other.
Hey, yo, this ain't charades. This ain't the look-alike game. Okay, we're not playing matching, right? This is a lineage thing, man. It's all about the lineage.
Accept it for what it is. Don't make it more of what it ain't. Okay? It's getting goofy.
I went straight to TikTok. I passed through the TikTok channel of the man.
Listen, man, this is what it's about. It's not about skin color. It's not about melanin outward expression. Okay? It's not about none of that stuff, man. It's about the lineage. It's always been about the lineage. You feel me? This is what I mean.
It's all about the lineage, baby. 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 Yeah. Now what y'all wanna be? FBA, ADOS, free men indigenous. We got shot callers, we got activists, we got politicians, we got lawyers for ya. But don't knock us for being great. Delineate, and now we're singing, hey, it's all about the lineage, baby.
See, it's all about the lineage. It's not about your skin color. It's not about your outward melanin expression. It's not about you being African descent, having African genetics, calling yourself Afro-Latino, Latina. That ain't what makes you foundational Black Americans. It's about the lineage. See? Can't take our pride. No. Gotta keep on moving because these guys keep moving the goalposts. You feel what I'm saying? So no. No, it's about the lineage. It's not about your color.
The Puerto Rican man at the beginning who is claiming to be a Black American. I have watched a bunch of videos that he created, and looking at them, he is not a bad person. He has been advocating for unity, has been speaking against racism, has been speaking against discrimination, has been speaking for Black Americans. But again, what he said about him being a Black American, he got that part wrong. And I don't think he got it wrong because he was trying to disrespect Black Americans. I think the reason why he got it wrong is because he does not understand the difference between race, ethnicity, and identity. And yes, as he said, Puerto Ricans has got African roots. But you have to understand how Puerto Rico became how it is today. Puerto Rico was colonized by Spain for 400 years. During that time, Spanish brought enslaved Africans to work on their plantations, just like what happened in the other parts of the Caribbean. But here is where it gets different. In Puerto Rico, you had a mixing of 3 different groups. There were Africans who were taken from Africa to go and work as slaves. There were the Spanish colonizers. And then the Taino people who were already living on that land before the arrival of those European colonizers. And as time passed, Puerto Rico became a mixed society. That is why today you have Puerto Ricans who are light-skinned, like him, dark-skinned, different identities in one place. Now compare that to Black Americans who did not go through that mixing system in the same way. Yes, of course, we know that there are many Black Americans who mixed with their slave masters and other indigenous tribes that were already living in America, but not as what happened in Puerto Rico. So even though these two groups have African ancestry, their histories are not the same. And there is a part that many people are missing and have been seeing it among Black immigrants living in America. Just because you have African roots,
no Black immigrants either,
it will not automatically make you a Black American. Black Americans are not only defined by the color of their skin or their origin. They are also defined by their lineage and their unique experience in America. And that is why when that Puerto Rican man said, my ancestors are from Africa, so I can call myself a Black American, that is where the issue comes from. And this is not only about Ruiz, that is the name of that man, the Puerto Rican man who is calling himself a Black American. It's the trends that we're seeing happening in America. We are seeing many Latinos migrating from Dominican Republic, from Trinidad and Tobago, from Jamaica, even Africans. They go to America, they live there for 10 years, they learn their accent, they start mixing with Black Americans, and then all of a sudden they start calling themselves Black Americans. There's a big issue that is happening in the Black American community, and that is why you have seen Black Americans starting a movement of delineating themselves from these other groups. And I want these immigrants to understand that when these Black Americans are pushing back. It's not because they hate them, it's not because they want division, it's not because they don't want unity, but it is because they want to preserve their own identity. They want to protect their own lineage. Because think about it, if everybody can go to America and then start saying that I am a Black American just because I have dark skin color or because I have an African ancestry, then what is going to happen over time? That Black American identity is going to be watered down. According to what we have already started seeing, confusion has already started happening. Let me give you a simple example so nobody misunderstands this. Look at China and Japan. If you really go deep into the history, you can find similarities between these two countries. Some of their people even look alike. But you will never see Chinese person calling themselves Japanese or Japanese calling themselves Chinese. That is because they respect the difference in identity, culture, and history. And that is what Black Americans are asking for. They want unity, they want respect, but they also want differences to be clear. So to that Puerto Rican man, as I said, I have visited his TikTok account. He's doing a great job. He's fighting against racism and discrimination. But calling himself a Black American, that is where he missed it. A Black American identity is not just about where your ancestors came from. It is about a specific history that took place in the United States. And shout out to all of those Black Americans who corrected him. And that is what I'm asking y'all Black Americans to start doing. You have to start defining who you are. If you don't define who you are, somebody else will do it. And if you don't protect your identity, it will slowly be taken, reshaped, and eventually lost. So if you have watched this video until this time, I want you to write down there in the comment section, I am proud to be a Black American. But if you are really proud, if that is hard for you to do, just drop a fist emoji, a black fist emoji down there in the comment section. That is not that we were together until this point. If you've got any idea, anything that you want to add to this conversation, just drop it down there in the comment section. And don't forget to
So family, he broke that down better than any African I ever heard in my life. Matter of fact, I was going to play another African who got close, right? But he ain't do with that one. He actually said lineage, right? He said, nah, it ain't about race, about your skin tone. So family, they get it. Now, this guy's not a tether at all. It's not a tether at all. Like, he understands. He understands, and I'm glad he made the video. Yeah, I wish more of them would make videos like this. When I say them, I mean people of Africa, the continent of Africa, make videos like that, spreading the word, spreading the information. That was beautifully said. I damn near 99%, 95. I give him a 95 because he said Black immigrants, but I give him a 95. Like, I give him a A+. The way he broke that down, that's what I'm saying. And look what he's saying. Wait, he's saying where most of us not even at, right? I've been saying this for the longest, trying to get y'all on code. I know y'all are, but there's a lot of Black Americans, especially those who identify as foundational Black American. Look at the TikTok thing. They're still saying Black immigrant. Yeah, no. This African man can get it. FBA should get it. You dig? Why is it so difficult? And when I'm talking to FBAs or alleged FBAs on my panel, and they giving me pushback, saying, we're only Black Americans, we're only Black. I don't know why there's much of an argument. Okay, so the dude definitely hammered that. He did very good. Very, very, very good, I gotta say. All right, family, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, cash that $sign unbiased Ron if y'all want to donate to the channel, support the channel, and let's continue. Matter of fact, before I go further, let me go to the other African I had that was going to break some of this stuff down. Shit, I got to go back. All right, so this other African I had to play wasn't going to be that deep, but damn, I'll take it. And then you're going to see Charleston White break it down as well. All right.
Yeah, that's the clean swimming pool. All right. That's a clean swimming pool, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right.
When I first came to the United States, I was fascinated by African Americans. And I'll be honest, I thought we were the same. We look the same, we share ancestors, we share history.
No.
So I assumed blackness meant the same thing to all of us.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Stop the cap.
That was my mistake.
Bruh.
Here's the disconnect. For African Americans, blackness comes first, before your job, before your politics, before your city. You are black all the time. That's how society meets you. That's how history trained you to move. For Africans, identity works differently. Tribe comes first, then language, then country. Now, in America, blackness is like a uniform. You don't take it off. It comes with scars, it comes with memory, it comes with rules you learn early. When to close ranks, when to be careful, when solidarity is not optional. This uniform wasn't chosen, it was earned through survival. And for Africans, this uniform does not make sense at first. So when Africans and African Americans meet in the West, there's an unspoken expectation. We look the same, so we should move the same. But Africans are still reading the world through culture, nationality, or tribe.
What everybody want to be black? Yo, this is crazy.
All right. So let's go ahead and do some Charleston White. All right, last one.
I'm Jamaican.
You ain't black.
Then what am I?
Jamaican.
I'm black.
You Jamaican.
Bruh. No.
You Jamaican.
There's a difference, huh?
It's a difference.
Okay, describe the difference.
If I go to your...
What color is my skin?
Bruh.
What color is my skin?
Yellow.
Bruh. Okay, and it derives from?
Even white derived from black. Even white derived from black. All colors in the color spectrum come from the black. But y'all have been classified as Jamaicans.
When I fill out a paperwork here in the States, it doesn't say Jamaican anywhere.
How can you describe me as being black? You have a name. You're Jamaican.
And you're American.
Well, I'm black American.
Okay, I'm black Jamaican.
It don't say that. You're making something up now. It don't say that. Our paperwork, we have to check something. When you go back home, you don't check nothing. You're automatic Jamaican.
Right.
I'm not automatic American. I'm automatic black. You see what I'm saying? So when we say black, we talking us.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't us. Don't y'all got Jamaican food?
Yes.
Don't y'all have a Jamaican culture?
Yes.
We don't.
You have an American culture.
What's
in Texas? In Texas, you have soul food.
What's
barbecue?
So we those seeds. We are not African seeds. We are not. We don't have no African bloodline other than what the white boy have.
All right. So, caller is in the building. We got Michael. How you doing, Michael? Is your microphone audio good? Okay, Michael, you gotta connect your audio. Like lately, people been calling in and they've been having issues connecting their audio. All right, so Michael, as soon as you get your audio right, just let me know, and I'll have you say what you got to say. So so it won't be a dead silence. Yeah, so I see. So it ain't your video, it's your audio. You got to connect your audio. Let me do this. Let me put the phone number in the chat. Anybody who has audio issues, you can just call in. Hold on, Michael. I asked somebody else, what did they do? Hold on, let me put the phone number in the chat. So if you can't get your audio straight, Michael, you can look in the chat. You got to drop out of here. Choose one of the, it says choose one of the audio things. All right, so Michael, look in the chat. There's a phone number right there. Click that phone number. And but before you call, you got to drop off first because you're going to have a double echo. All right. So Michael, the phone number is in the chat. If you can't get your audio good on Zoom, just call the phone number. And I heard something. But unfortunately, it's not working.
For the benefit of Black Americans, if we don't have the same fight when they get here. Even when you go to the continent, these people is not fighting imperialism or capitalism over there. They actually look up to imperialism and capitalism. They look up to the way the YT people took control of the world. They want to be these YT people. That's the difference between them. We don't champion these people for doing the atrocities they did around the country. We look down upon them for doing that because you know why? We know we can be in the same position as them without doing these atrocities. But these Africans feel like that's some type of superiority and they look up to it. They want to be these people. So they don't even care about coming over here and being a tool for white supremacists against Black Americans. They actually love it. They love being the buffer class. You can tell by their revenue. I'll show you documents of Black people being here before Columbus or whatever, but you're going to disregard that because you want to push these YT supremacist talking points because you don't believe in your heart that Black people was great enough to travel the world before these YT supremacist people came here. So Pan-Africanism will always only be an ideology. It will never work, and I'm going to land right there.
Okay, thank you, Soul Food. I'm gonna rotate the stage. Thank you for coming up. You can come back up too if you want to hang out and come back up. I just gotta circulate the queue. Thank you.
And I want to give you your flowers. I love your panel. I love how you run it. You are one of the best hosts on TikTok.
Oh, thank you, Soul Food. I'm learning. This going into month 2, y'all. So thank you.
The best moderators too. You're welcome. Yep. I messaged you.
The best chat too. The best chat. I'm telling you.
The chat be fire.
Man, the best chat and the best mods. Thank you, Soul Food. Go ahead, the Black.
Yeah. FBA versus everybody. Who's next? What's your issue?
Let me see, Michael. Let me see if your audio is good.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Wow. So what you do different? What you do differently?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Say that again.
So what did you do differently to get it to work?
Oh, I just basically went out and I came back in.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's the solution then, because you're the second person that did that.
That's what happened. I went out and I came back in.
All right. Thank you. What's up? What's going on, Michael?
What's going on, man? Just checking out the live. It's entertaining as usual. But I had a few things I wanted to talk about. Number one, I could have swore back in the day, I see a lot of these people, especially that dude, Lewis. He looks like he's about my age. You know what I'm saying? He looks older. I remember there was a time when everybody ain't want to be Black. You understand? They was Boricua. You understand?
Right.
They made that clear. Many times, even online. You know what I'm saying? You had the girls, the girls was really, really, really big on that shit. They used to come online and say, I'm half Taino, half African, half European. I'm not Black. They used to break that shit down. You feel me? Real eloquently. Yep. I remember that. 2010, 2011, 2012, that shit was heavy. You understand what I'm saying? But now, all of a sudden, these people are Black.
Right. And guess what? And proud. Black and proud.
They Black and proud too. That's the crazy part. And they used to fight us so hard when we used to tell them, man, you Black. But we used to say they Black because they're going to get treated like us in this country. That's why we used to say, man, you Black. Not like saying you like me, but these crackers going to see you the same way. That's how we used to take it.
Right.
We didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? The crackers do look at them differently. The crackers do see them as different and they treat them different. You understand? The fact that they get lumped in with us is because they act like us. They cosplay us. They talk like us. They walk like us. They dress like us. So sometimes crackers get confused, like, oh, he's not American. He's not a nigga. You understand? That's how they look at it. You feel me?
Yep.
So I found it funny that all these people, especially that girl, because the girls were the main ones. That girl you played with the little head wrap, talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you see me, you see a black woman. Like, hold on, shorty.
Cat.
Y'all was the main ones running around telling everybody y'all mixed with this, mixed with that, and y'all not black, and y'all was saying that.
Yep. It was cool not to be black. Now it's cool to be black. All of a sudden.
That shit right there is very insidious. And remember, last time we spoke, I told you these people are demons, and they are demons, yo. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they really like they lie. The way they lie, it's like that shit is natural to them. They will literally jump in your skin and try to be you.
Right. And it don't bother them at all. So now I want to share I'm looking at my screen. I'm sharing my screen right now. So I want people to see why why we started to call them black. One of the main reasons. So it says, in the teachings of the Nation of Islam, NOI, particularly under Elijah Muhammad in the 1950s and 1960s, the phrase 22 million so-called Negroes was used to describe the black population in the United States. This terminology was central to their theology and black nationalist ideology, reflecting specific views of identity, history, and separation. Here's where they come in at, why they were started to be called black. So, key contextual points. So-called Negroes, Elijah Muhammad taught that the Negro was a label imposed by white people to strip Black Americans of their original identity, history, and culture. Lost and Found, the NOI referred to this population as the lost sheep or lost tribes of the tribe of Shabazz. So if you was a member of Nation of Islam, you were seen as the Nation of Islam, and everybody else was lost sheep. So it said they believe Black Americans were rightful members of the Islamic nation who were lost in the wilderness of North America after being enslaved and stripped of their names and religion. Here's the key point. The 2 million Indians, while the focus was primarily on Black Americans, the NOI occasionally referenced Native Americans, Indians, as fellow victims of white American brutality and land theft. So when Tariq Nasheed be telling y'all, yo, look, Elijah Muhammad was on that earlier on the saying Black Americans and the indigenous people. This is it right here. This is the doctrine. Now, that was extended to Puerto Ricans and Latinos in general, right? Because the Nation of Islam understood that they were mixed, their origins come from indigenous people, right? So they extended the Indian thing to Spanish people. So that's why, in the Nation of Islam doctrine, and while recruiting Hispanics into the organization, the religious organization, they will call them black. Hey, you're part of the black family. You're part of the 2 million Indian. And then some of them will embrace it. A very, very small minority will embrace it, but the large majority will say, hell no. So that's kind of where your black came from. It came from a theology from the Nation of Islam. And it was just picked up. So we got a caller who just called in. You can come off mute. Samsung caller, Samsung phone. Android, you want to come off mute? Okay. All right, I'll wait for you to come off mute. Yeah, so Michael said that's where a lot of that rhetoric came from.
Down to 4 today.
Okay, it'll go back up. Yeah, so that's a lot of that inclusion came from. It was as you can see, 1950s, 1960s, that was part of their doctrine to include this is like include Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, anybody of Hispanic that had like Taino or indigenous admixture, like they would consider them Indian or black.
But I think they was referencing American Indians, from my understanding. I thought
yeah. That's what I mean. I mean indigenous, people of this land.
Yeah, I don't think they was talking about South America and Central America though. Like
no. What you missed what I'm saying. what they're saying is, well, really, they're talking about Puerto Ricans. Like, so this what I'm saying.
Okay.
They're definitely talking about indigenous Americans in this land, like the Indians of America. But what I'm saying is I used to be a member, I know. So they extended that to people who had admixture with those same 2 million American indigenous people, right? So anybody who had admixture with them, they were including them into the 2 million Indians, right? So if that was Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, they were welcomed into the family on behalf of the 2 million indigenous Americans.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Yeah. So I think it evolved when they start to include. I don't know. I think it evolved to everybody Hispanic start to like be a member. Because if you look at the membership now, you got people that look like Oscar De La Hoya up in there.
Pretty much.
But yeah, but originally it was like looking at the people with Taino, that type of admixture with direct admixture with indigenous Americans. Yeah. Like I said, it might have been loosely extended to everybody Hispanic. I don't know where they at now, but at least that was the origin.
But I could have sworn these people was Boricua though. Like I really thought like that's what they were. They used to proudly say, I'm Boricua. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's what Boricua baby, Taino. Yeah, that's the other one. The Boricua Indians also. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It says Boricua baby, Big Pun, all those guys, they shot that out. Right. They never, Big Pun, they never shot out he's black. Fat
Big
Joe never
Pun
shot
made a
out he's
clear
black.
distinction in one of his biggest records.
100%. Cuando llegará el día de mi suerte. You talking about that one?
The one where he was talking about I'm not a player.
Oh, okay. Right.
He had that little bridge where he said Boricua, Morena, and all that. He was
Yeah.
He's making
Boricua.
a distinction.
Right. He delineated.
Exactly. He said he did that because he was basically showing love to black people for letting him in the culture. He said that with his own mouth. He said I said that part because I'm thanking black people for letting me, a Boricua, into hip hop. That's what he said with his own mouth.
Wow. Yeah, I was a big Pun fan, so that to me, that's about right.
He said Morena meant hip hop, and basically saying like hip hop is the black woman, and he's thanking the black people for letting a Boricua into the culture. That's what he said. So he made a clear distinction, like, I'm Boricua, these people are black, and they let me in the culture. He made a clear distinction.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you go on YouTube and check that out. It's like, that's a video. It's
and
not even
I am.
It's a whole video.
I'll probably play that sometime today.
Okay. He had on an orange outfit. You know what I'm saying? He was basically giving an interview, and they asked him about it, and he broke it down for them. So it's like, I don't know what's going on today, man. Like, it's real insidious, man. Like today, it's this day and age, it's really scary, man. It's like some shit out of a nightmare when you really think about it. You know? Like these people really trying to take our identity and brush us to the side. You feel me? Like when you really look at it, it's more than just erasure and all of that. They really trying to replace us. Like the movie Us. When you watch the movie Us, like with the little clone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The little clone really took her whole life. You understand? Like basically switched. You know what I mean? Like that's what they want to do. They really want to switch with us.
Yep, Destiny Swap, they call it. So we got Samsung back in. Samsung, did you want to say something? He's back on mute. Samsung, you want to come off mute?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, there you go.
All right. Hey, trying to get to you. Good afternoon, and
good afternoon.
Honored to be on your broadcast there, Ron. I've
Yes, sir.
always texted a few things to your broadcast live, and just honored. Yeah, I want to say something real quick. I'm a New Yorker. I'm 58 years old. And I can remember the time when these folks were saying, I'm not black. I'm
Right.
Jamaican. I'm Caribbean. I can't remember Africans because I never went to school in elementary, junior high school, or high school with Africans. So it was
Right.
always Caribbeans or from somewhere from South America or Central America. But they've always said, I'm this, but I'm not black. They were profusely, um, um, they were profuse.
I think you went out, Samsung. You went out. Or did I go out?
You still
Samsung, I
good.
think you can't hear
I
him,
can
right?
hear you.
You can't hear
I
him?
can hear you.
I
Yeah,
can't hear
Samsung.
Samsung though.
Yeah, Samsung, your audio went out. You might not want to have to repeat all that again. All right. So once your audio come back, Samsung will let you, finish what you were saying about
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah. Can
funny.
you hear
Oh,
me?
there you go. Yeah, because your audio went out. You said you didn't know any Africans in the early
No. Listen,
grades.
like I said, I'm 58. I went to school in New York City, Manhattan, in high school. Never knew any Africans. Not one. Caribbeans, yes. Latinos, yes. No Africans. So when this booty scratching stuff came, I never knew anything about it. So uh, I never said it. So you know, and some of these folks know nothing about the South. You
Right.
know, they don't know our lineage. Many of us don't have African lineage. So, and we can go to grave sites and tell you this one of our relatives lived in the 1860s, 17, whatever. I can do that myself. Go back to South Carolina, go back to
Look what
Georgia.
I do.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll be honest with you. I'm tired of them in New York City, but I don't live in New York City anymore. So
Right. Where you at now?
I'm in Southern Jersey. I work
Okay.
in DC. So
Yeah,
work
I'm
in
over here like
DC.
near Central Jersey, and this community has been like, since white folks did white flight, it's been dominantly black, right? I remember going to school, and Chad Smith can
Right.
tell you because we went to the same schools. We rare like when you seen a Mexican, it was like few and far often. We knew this guy named
Absolutely.
Chan, one Chinese guy. We knew one white guy, Joey, and we knew one African, Apuku. It was like, and I found out Shadu. I found out recently Shadu was Nigerian. Didn't even I thought he was black, even though his name was funny. I thought the
Right.
guy was Black American, but it took like this long. Like, I called some people like, yeah, y'all know Shadu was Nigerian. I was like, nah, like we didn't even because he didn't carry none of his like all this proud African shit they talk about. He didn't wear that on his chest. He didn't wear no dashiki. He didn't wear nothing that stood out where he was African. Nothing. Now we went to his house. It smelled. We all said his house like because of his spices and his food. Like we thought his house stunk. So I kind of thought he was Jamaican. 'Cause that's the only when you look like us and you're not us. I think you're Jamaican. So I maybe thought he was Jamaican because of his house smelled, but we never in a million years thought the guy was African because, like you said, we didn't really grow up with them. Also, I never used booty scratcher either. I said that 1,000 times. I don't even recall it ever being said around me. Like so, when I hear people saying that, I'm like, I think a lot of y'all lying because I never said it, and I don't even recall people saying it around me. But other friends that I got said they said it before, but they didn't say it to Africans because we didn't even know Africans. We didn't know any. So they said it to each other. Like I got friends, they called up before. They said they have said it before, and they call other Black Americans booty scratchers. So this whole notion that this whole narrative that it was a word reserved for Africans. Like, y'all got to stop lying because we didn't even know you were African because you guys ain't weird nothing to say anything to stand out. You tried to assimilate. You tried to be one of us to not be targeted. Right, Estelle, you want to say something? You want to add to that? Then once you're done, I'll finish the video of the tethered TikTok invaders.
Yeah, basically what he's saying, because you know I'm 59 too, boy, and I used to go back and forth to New York, man, when I was young. That's where my pops is from. So I got a lot of family on there. These conversations just was not happening about Africans, booty scratcher and all that stuff I was telling you once before. I never heard it. I never heard it. And also about the NOI, when you made that connection with the 22 million Indians with the nation. You remember when Spike Lee, he made a movie about Malcolm X, right? Called X.
Yeah.
And now you have Spike Lee basically trying to say everything about immigrants. He put not one immigrant in that movie.
Right.
Now look, not only did he not put one immigrant in it, he didn't talk about no immigrants. The only thing they gave was a little clip of Malcolm's mother early on, and going around when the KKK came. After that, right there, basically Malcolm was basically just engrossed in Black American culture. That's it, because that's what his pops was. There is no immigrants. They're not talking about Puerto Ricans. They're not talking about Trinidad. They're not talking about what's in these throughout that entire movie. And the most powerful parts of that movie was Malcolm X. And guess what they calling them? Black Muslims. That's what they called them. That's what they called them in New York.
African Muslims.
Not African Muslims, Black Muslims. Now, mind you, you know what time that was. So it's around the time, bro, talking about he probably was born around that time. Here we are talking about Black again. We're not talking about anybody else. We're not trying to save anyone else. We're strictly talking about Black Americans, and they were calling the Nation of Islam Black Muslims. Okay, everybody was calling them that. Some people didn't even like that they called them that because they said they just were just trying to call them Muslims. But you know who didn't want to call them Muslims? Muslims, the Arabic world. The Muslim world, they didn't want to call them that. They were actually calling them a cult, like they're talking about FBA to this day. They're saying that it's a trend. They saying that they were dangerous. They saying that they were not. And you guess who won in the argument at that time? Africa. Africa wasn't being talked about, right? It was the Arabs. They the ones that had the most beef. Because as you know, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad flew over there, bro. He flew to Arabia. Matter of fact,
you gave me an idea. You gave me an idea because you got a lot of these African Muslims now. That's like want to be Pan-African. And you know what? I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ask them, was Malcolm a true Muslim? And you know they can't say yes, right? Right. So we gonna be like, yeah, you're Pan-African, right? We're like, hey, was Malcolm X a true Muslim? And watch you put him on the spot. They be like, no, was he a true Muslim? Because chat, he's not. SL's not lying. Orthodox Muslims would never call Nation Islam Muslim a true Muslim. Like they didn't respect their Islam at all. Because it was Black Islam. You dig?
Which again, bro, and you just said it. It's Black. Nobody else didn't want to call themselves that. That was a derogatory term. And so everything about being Black at that time was being bad, and nobody wanted to be that over America because these people actually being colonized, bro. Right? We know that they're being colonized and they're in a caste system. They know what Black means. They are terrified of being Black. When they came to America, like brother was talking about, they wasn't trying to be saying they were Black. These people were trying to fit in. These people were trying to find out where they could be. Because the worst thing you could be was Black. But we had Black everywhere. Man, you talking about Black, you talking about Harlem, bro. And I'm not trying to be funny, but most of our boroughs, that was Black. So when even though there were West Indies there. Some of us didn't know the difference between them either. I know my pops used to be calling them people, them yellow folks. Now check, he's saying that because a lot of them came there, and a lot of times what they were doing, navigating to the Catholic Church. Look, a lot of them was going towards them churches. A lot of them were being protected, basically against us. We didn't even see them sometime how they came in. They had a lot of protection. It is a systematic built-in system for immigrants that YT want here. He want them here. He like this agitation.
I'm gonna touch on that. I'm gonna touch on that a little because that's actually part of the now when we say immigrants, right, you gotta be clear because then you have those tethers like, I told you the white man wanted us here. Like, no, we ain't talking about y'all. We talking about the Latino immigrants and the Chinese immigrants, but really the Latino immigrants, they wanted over here. Yeah, because there's an argument that tethers like to argue and say that the whitey man, they're over here because the whitey man wanted them. So you gotta be careful because what you said, they'll say, see, told you, the whitey man wanted us over here. No, not you. You were not in the whitey man. You were unfathomable of ever becoming a citizen before 1965 Heart and Cellar Act. You guys were not even seen as like inferior peers or equals. They seen y'all as complete inferior, savage. These guys started scientific racism around the time they were allowing Europeans to come into the country, the Irish, the Jews. They were also simultaneously pushing scientific racism, arguing that scientifically Black Americans and Africans and Caribbeans all together globally were on the level of, animals. So, bro, they were not thinking about you at all being in this country. Right? You were an afterthought. So you gotta stop flattering yourself. And I'm gonna talk about that a little later. Let me go into the video a little bit.
I really think majority of people issue with FBA or Black Americans self-identifying other than what people label us is taking our cultural our cultural, you know what I'm saying, dominance and influence in our political collateral, because without our influence, people won't fall into a movement or feel like it has any validity. And also when you look at when it comes to the financial side, there's nothing labeled African when it comes down to how the government divvies funds. It's Black, minority, and we know the other undertones. So people are getting to the point where they don't understand the political atmosphere because black people are unpredictable at this point, and you can't control the way majority of Black people are going to vote or going to move when it comes down to our political thought. We're all moving in a cohesive manner, but we're still moving as individuals and using our autonomy the way it should be used, and that scares people. Oh, and when it comes down to us versus everybody, we have smoke for everybody. We have smoke for the essays, the Indians, the YT folks. It's just Africans and Caribbeans. They feel like since they look like us, we're not supposed to talk about them. But it's accountability for everybody, even including ourselves.
Respond to that, no, bro.
Hold on, did he land his plane?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Anybody else have a rebuttal for the Black?
I'll go after the other guy.
All right, go ahead, Revenue.
Yeah, so you said FBA got smoke for everybody. I have never seen the FBA did a live about how the Mexicans are unaliving Black people in California, Arizona, Chicago, Texas, and other Southwest states in America. I have never seen FBA run a live show about how the small high communities enslaved their ancestors, made the NAACP so they could profit off it, profit off the civil rights movement, labeling themselves a minority, but yet they was white.
profiting off hip hop and essentially making all the money off hip hop. FBAs are scared of Mexicans, and they are not about. They start talking about the H1B1s, and the Indians start being afraid. We got on their ass just like the YT was getting on their ass. When the YT Boers came over, we talked about them, but they're a non-factor. They want to go back home. Many of them went back home. When it comes down to these other white immigrants, me personally, and I know many other people on X, we making them the lineage. That's why Trump is calling out who's a left and who's not. So for you to continue to claim that we don't deal with these other groups and we only focus on Africans, y'all are the loudest. So yes, we're going to be loud with y'all. The rest of them, they took tail as soon as we hit them upside the head. Also, when it comes down to essays pushing us out of Texas and California, that's contrary to real reality facts, because down here in Texas, we put the smacking on them. In Cali, most people really just migrated back to the South because of the price and the laws. But you can go Africa, you next.
The black.
God. All right, I just switched to my phone real fast. Yeah, I'm a fast forward revenue every chance I get. And see, that's the thing. We can't fall for the gaslight. Okay, so revenue felt he introduced the gaslight. Hey, you don't attack Mexicans, so now he's making us the attackers, the aggressors. We're not attacking nobody. Okay, we're not aggressive towards nobody. We're just simply talking about our business and what our government owes us and what we demand out of our government. That's it. That has nothing to do with anti-Mexicans, anti-Jewish people, anti-Tethers. That's it. That's it. But they let revenue gaslight them. Now you're like, oh man, we beat up Mexicans. We beat up. See, you fell for it. Now FBA is a cult. It's a gang. Can't fall for that. All right, hold on. Let me. You cannot fall for that. Don't let them gaslight you. We got to be smart when we're out here. Repping the lineage. We got to be smart. We got to be like, hey man, what you mean we attack or got smoke for people? We got smoke for nobody. All we doing is, speaking on our business, or talking to our government, and this don't have anything to do with nobody. If people come into our space and attack us, then we will defend ourselves. You feel me? Or defend the lineage and right the wrong, correct the fiction, things like that is where we got to be, because the media is waiting to paint us as a hate group, a violent group, cult group. So we got to be a little more smarter than that. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and play this video. Tariq, that I missed, and then we'll get back to the invasion of FBA spaces on TikTok. Commercial break. His thumbnail is hilarious, yo.
Pillow Talk. I want to get you on, ma'am. You got to make a request. Make a request.
Dude named Pillow Talk.
So I can get you on. I'm going to see what's on your mind. There you go. I see you. There you go. Let me get you in. Hold on. All right, Pillow Talk. Hop on, ma'am. Pillow Talk.
Hello.
Hey, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to say I love your shows at night. They're so funny.
Thank you. I try. What city you in, dear?
I'm in Miami, Florida.
Oh, shout out to Miami. What you doing out there in Miami?
I'm just chilling right now. You mean as in like career?
Yeah, what do you do out there?
Oh, I'm a therapist.
Oh, cool. How long you been doing that?
A year now.
Oh, now how old are you? You sound like, what, 27, 28?
28.
Yeah, I knew it. I can feel 28-year-old vibes. Where's your family from?
Oh, Miami. Oh, well, actually Georgia, like Camilla, Georgia.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, you don't sound like an immigrant. So you ain't sound like you don't got no immigrant background.
Nah.
So where's your dude?
Don't have one.
You're not dating a Jamaican or Dominican down there, nothing?
No, I'm not. I did before, but not anymore. Just for right now. Focus.
All right, we got to get you hooked up. Now what do you look like? Hop on camera to show what the.
I don't want to get hooked up. I just wanted to say I love your show and you're so funny.
Thank you. But you can go take your wig off the counter and put it on real quick so I can get you on camera.
I have one plaits.
Oh, you got plaits?
Yeah, I don't have wigs on.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'm just shy. That's it.
Oh Lord. Now, let your shy ass go right back to sleep. All right, thank you, Pillow Talk. Thank you, dear. I'm trying to get you a dude. I'm trying to get you hooked up to help you with them bills out there in Miami. I'm trying to help you find a sugar daddy. Man. Did they extend the TPS for the Haitians? I know they were working on that. All right. Excuse me. All right. Somebody said she's going to date Otis Ray. Oh, man. Let me see. Raise your hand. Not go past the Senate. The Senate denied it. Oh, it's postponed. Oh, okay. I got to look and see myself because now I'm getting mixed messages on what happened. So now I'm getting mixed messages. All right. Let me see. Who is this? Still got something. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna just get y'all in here. I'm gonna try Queen. I'm gonna just invite random people. Let me see. What's up, fam?
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, Queen, how you doing, beloved?
I'm good. I wasn't really was gonna request up, but I just want to say I like your show too. I'm doing what I can to support you and
Love that.
your message and everything, and anybody that's from the family that is trying to spread our messages and get what we need to get for ourselves.
Yes, ma'am. I love that. Thank you so much, Miss Queen. I appreciate you. Still got something. I can't see that last word. What's up, brother?
Yeah, what's up, Tariq? Yeah, Tariq, I need to ask you a question. You see Mic Check? You see your documentary Mic Check? It was made on the premise that when hip-hop wasn't, just make sure we're clear, when hip-hop was invented, it was only Black Americans present in the South Bronx and nobody else participated. Anyone else that participated to something that was already formed. Is that correct?
No, that's not what the premise is. See, y'all.
Okay, so what's the premise? What's the premise?
All right.
No, question.
Okay.
I might stand corrected on the point I was going to make. I'm as cool as the other side of the pillow, brother.
No, let's calm down. You Jamaican?
Yes, sir.
There you go. The premise was that all of the culture of hip hop came from foundational Black Americans. That's the premise. All of the elements of hip hop, all of them, without any exception, all 5 elements came from foundational Black American culture, right?
Okay, so how would someone like African Bambaataa be a pioneer? Because I was pissed off when you called him a pioneer the other day in my dotted blood clot. But anyway, how is he a pioneer?
And that's your fellow Jamaican. That's your fellow Jamaican, by the way.
He can be a fellow Jamaican, but it doesn't mean that every 3.5 million Jamaican on the island has anything to do with me. What he did was nasty in my dotted blood clot, and I promote them fuckery.
Right.
See?
I understand that. So
if you understand that, you understand the next question. How is your
Don't talk over me. Hold on, slow your roll. If you ask me a question, this is
I apologize.
You ask a question and I'll answer. Okay, but yeah, don't get into that shit now.
And it was
you ask me a question,
I'm
gonna answer.
It was rude of me because you're an uncle, you're an old head. I shouldn't have done that. I apologize.
Right, and you're a musty fleeing tether, so you got to stay in a musty fleeing tether.
Go old head.
Okay, now you're being sassy. Okay, yeah.
Who's being sassy?
So,
you looking 90
you're being a sassy. Okay, now you're being sassy.
You
punk.
need to
calm down, sassy punk. Calm down. Sassy punk. Calm down, Miss Thang. Miss Thang.
You sick?
Miss Thang.
You motherfucker.
All right. Okay, you got jerk sauce dripping down your Bucci cat right now, Miss Thang.
Yeah. These guys be so insecure, yo. He called in to not have a conversation, just overpower. That's what they do, man. Can't take them seriously.
That was
calm down. Calm down.
Okay,
all right.
I'm cool.
All right, calm down, girlfriend. All right,
I'm calm, bro. I'm calm.
All right. Now,
but I ain't your girlfriend, and I ain't of them things here.
Yeah, you a punk. You a sassy little old fleeing punk. All right, calm
now,
down.
You look in the mirror talking to yourself. They ain't me, brother.
No, I'm talking to you over here being very
spit
sassy.
it out and answer the question.
Yeah, sir, Miss Thang. You want to calm down? All right. You over there with cake soap and a damn bob wig on.
Okay,
sassy you want to be. Calm down, okay?
Okay, Uncle.
Okay. You just being sassy. I'm not gonna sit. You just want to talk to a man. You just want to go back and forth with the dude. I'm not doing that with you. Get you up out of here. No, you're not gonna do that. All right. I'm not gonna talk to no sassy, fleeing, bammy eating punk. All right. You way too sassy. You ask me a question and then start talking over me, because you came in lying about the whole premise of Microphone Check. And y'all need to watch Microphone Check. It's a phenomenal movie. Phenomenal movie. Yeah, nobody said that there weren't other people in the Bronx. Yeah, there were a whole bunch of people in the Bronx. Y'all didn't bring anything from the Caribbean or anywhere else that contributed to hip hop. All of the elements of hip hop came from foundational Black American culture. That's the premise. The premise is, see how they try to reframe the premise? We never said that there weren't other groups in the Bronx. We never said that. There are a bunch of people there from different ethnicities. They didn't create hip hop though. All the elements came from us. The funk, the breaking, rapping, graffiti. We meticulously proved all of this in the movie. We proved it. We proved where graffiti came from Cornbread out of Philly. We had him in the movie. We had all of the pioneers, Coke LaRock, DJ Hollywood, Melly Mel, Grandmaster Cass, Shy Rock, the first female MC. We showed all of their background is Southern. Most of them come from their families from the Carolinas. All right? I showed we were rapping. Going into the damn 1930s and 40s, we were rapping already. We were doing floor moves like B-boys later did. Yeah? Come on now. Y'all better go watch Microphone Check. Very good movie. If you want to learn about hip-hop for real, go to Microphone Check. It's on Amazon. It's on Amazon Prime. Yeah, so go check that out. All right? Man. Yeah, you're not getting back up here to be a little sassy punk. You're just trying to flirt with a man. I'm not doing that with you, bro. Yeah, we're not doing that. But yeah, as far as Bam, yeah, Bam was a dirtbag, but we would be lying if we said he wasn't a pioneer. He was a pioneer. The word hip hop, even though it came from Keith Cowboy popularized the term hip hop. But the term hip hop being given to the whole culture, that was Bambaataa. Bambaataa did that in 1982. Before 1982, the culture was not called hip hop. See, this is why you got to check people. See, when it comes to naming certain things, we know hip hop existed all through the 70s. It didn't get its name as far as the culture until 82. So hip hop wasn't invented in 82. It was given a name. Because somebody asked Bambaataa in a magazine article, hey, what's this culture called? He just kind of said, it's hip hop. And then it stuck. Yeah. Keith Cowboy was the one who came up with the term. Then they just started, saying it in rhymes and things like that. Even Rapper's Delight said, it's go hip, hop, the hip to the hip, hop, you don't stop the rockin'. So yeah, they were saying it in rhymes before the Sugar Hill Gang. But yeah, y'all need to get a Microphone Check, man. Very good movie. Very, very good movie. Yeah, we didn't, we could have had Bambaataa in the movie. We could have had him in the movie. Several people are offered to, hey, we can put you in touch with him. I'm like, no thanks. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah. Oh yeah, Grandmaster Caz wrote part of Rapper's Delight. He absolutely did. Yes, he did. Okay, who is this guy? Keeps making requests to get on. Who is this dude? Yeah, man, this dude keep making. Hey man, how are you? All right. Got to get you out of here though. All right, looking like where's Waldo? Got to get him up out of here. Let me get one more call in here because these folks about to start getting on my nerves now. They're about to start irritating me. All right, they about to irritate the hell out of me. All right. Oh, what? Okay, I thought I just blocked this dude. I could have swore I just blocked him. Damn, I thought I blocked this dude. Okay. Yeah, these dudes with these weird filters. 2 more hours? Oh, hell no. Oh, no. Man, I could have swore I just blocked this dude. All right, let me raise your hand. Let me get some family in here. Okay, this guy, I could have swore I blocked this dude. Hold on. Why is this dude requesting again?
Bro, what? Please, one match.
Bruh.
Please.
No match right now, man. Not right now. I could have. Damn. Okay, I just hit the button to block his ass. All right. No match. Goodbye. Go away. All right. They said he looked like Ellen DeGeneres. Hilarious. All right, let's get, what's your name? Nobody. Let's get Nobody in the building. Mr. Nobody.
Hey, salute Tariq. Now I just came to tell you that Jamaican dude that was up here before, I'm FBA, to tell you that that Jamaican dude that you clowned before, that was the Jamaican dude that said he looks more African, you look more African than he does, and he keeps coming up here just to challenge you on some like just regular dumb shit. So I just thought it was funny that he keeps coming up here to just do that dumb shit.
Oh wow! So that's him.
Yeah, that's the Jamaican. Yeah, that's the Jamaican dude. You like your lips look like cocoons. That's him. That's him.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Is that you, bro? Come back up, brother. Oh, get back up. Oh, that's that dry lip dude. Man, get back up here, dude. Oh, get back up here. What was his other name? Oh, get back up here, bro. What's up, Shantae? Miss Shantae, you in here?
Yeah, I'm here, y'all. I just wanted to say how you doing. Power to the panel, power to the people on the panel. I just wanted to remind everybody that the midterms are coming up. So make sure y'all vote the right way this time. If you do decide to get up here and vote, these radical lefties and these Democrats are losing their mind. They also mad at Trump right now because he just hired a Black person to head the CDC. They said that he's just doing that to save face because of the midterms. But I call cap. He's just doing what needs to be done, just like he's blocking off the people in Iran. So I just want to tell our people to stay on code and to vote the right way in the midterms.
Yes, ma'am. There you go. Thank you, Miss Shantae. Thank you, dear. Yes, indeed. All right. Shout out to Miss Shantae. All right. Who we got? Where's Tethers? Tethers, he's, Tethers be doing his old oppie troll shit in these rooms. All right. He's around. All right. Raise those hands, family. Raise your hands if you're ready to get up here. Raise your hand if you are ready to get up, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Man, am I voting Trump? No, I'm not voting for anybody unless they have tangibles for foundational Black Americans. All right. Unless you got tangibles. Come on, that's what I'm all about. Let's get Alistair, I think that's your name.
Yeah, what's going on, brother Tariq? How you doing this evening?
Hey, brother, how are you?
Doing good, brother. Yeah.
Alistair is definitely Caribbean. All right, that's a Caribbean name. I know some people named Alistair from the Caribbean.
What is that noise?
I don't know what's going on. Hold on.
What the hell is that? Yeah, I don't know what that is, brother. Okay, I don't know what that is. Mahogany boss, hop in, dear. Mahogany boss, you trying to get in? Okay. Yeah, there was some weird background noise going on with this stuff. Let's get Sister Mahogany boss.
Hello.
Hey, dear, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Terry?
I am good. What you been up to, beloved?
You know, hanging out. It's been really hot here, so.
What city you in again?
I'm in Richmond.
Richmond, Virginia. Yes, indeed. So you good? Everything good?
Everything's good.
Well, there it is. Anything else on your mind?
Yeah, I wanted to ask if your dogs were okay after they got all skunkified.
Yeah, they're good. They still got a little stench on them because I had to bathe them, and then my lady took them to the groomers, and they charge extra to give them a skunk bath, and they still, they still got a little lingering on them. It's a little bit on them, so they're doing pretty good. They running in the backyard unaliving more animals and rodents, so they're good. Yes, indeed. All right, dear. But yeah, they're cool in the game. But thank you, dear. All right. Let me see. Let's get one more good call. What was that? Izzy the dog. Let's get Izzy the dog in the building. Izzy. Mr. Izzy the dog.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yes, Izzy. How are you, sir?
I'm good. It's Izzy the OG.
Oh, man, I can't see for shit, brother.
Yeah,
Izzy the OG.
you good. That's for organic gardener.
Yes, indeed, my man. So what's on your mind, Izzy?
Yeah, I've been working. I've been watching you and following you since you've been making videos with the other brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Hidden Colors, and I had went over something with brother Claude Anderson. I know you're familiar with brother Claude Anderson, right?
Of course.
All right, so what I did was I developed something what I called the Black American Culture Code. All right.
Okay.
For the individuals to say, we have no culture, we don't have, nothing that would tie us to America, things of that nature. Just a quick preamble. It said we the descendants of the indigenous Black Americans enslaved in what is now the United States of America, having survived chattel slavery, racial apartheid, systematic dispossession, and ongoing structural oppression, and having created a culture that has shaped the modern world, do hereby codify the foundational principles, traditions, institutions, and values of Black American culture. And that's just part of the preamble right there. When I finish organizing it, I'm gonna send you a copy of it.
Man, okay.
It's
That's
gonna
cool
be
in the
about.
game. Thank you, brother. All right, I don't want you to. I gotta land your plane. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Let's get that going and send it on to me. I respect that. Chemistry.
What it is, Flex? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Kim?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Hey, respect to you. Respect to all the Foundation of Black American family. I just wanted to. I usually listen to you on YouTube, so I was able to catch you live on TikTok.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I just want to highlight that we celebrating 500 years of Foundation of Black American excellence. As you pointed out, the history of our lineage starting in 1526. Now,
yep.
I saw you, I usually listen to you on YouTube. I see there's something that Al Sharpton put about us not celebrating 250 years, technically because the country started in 1776. But we celebrating 250 years of American excellence as us building it as foundational Black Americans. And we celebrating 500 years in 2026 of foundational Black American excellence since we started in 1526. I just wanted to highlight the importance of that, man, and respect to you and the FBA family.
My man, thank you so much, man. Absolutely. Brother, make a good point. We are celebrating. This is the 500-year anniversary. Highly Ghetto Ute.
Can you hear me, Tariq?
I can hear you, man. How are you?
Much love and blessings, man. It's the Hogley Ghetto youth still.
Oh, there you go.
No, but big up. I just wanted to say, the last Jamaican that was on, much love and blessings to him. But I'm going to disagree, you get me? I'm going to say, you know what? We got reggae, we got dancehall, we got all of them things there. So with the hip hop and that, we just need to support the FBA thing and stay out of all of that drama, you get me? I'm kind of tired of seeing the Jamaicans getting roasted. Because I'm like, Jamaicans, stay out of that drama. What you lot doing? You know, we're warrior business, but when it comes to unity, we just need to unify with the brothers in America, you get me?
Yes, indeed, man. Respect to that, man. Much respect to that. Big time.
Big up.
Yes,
I was going to say, I'll do a little podcast as well. I'm trying to get you on a podcast from the UK still, UK Jamaican thing.
Oh, yeah, let's hook it up, man. We can make that happen. Absolutely, man. Hit me up. We'll make it happen. All right. Let me see. Shout out to everybody in here. Who is Martika? Martika in the building. All right. I'm One Cam Don. What's up, One Cam Don? Who are all these people in here? What's up, One Cam?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, beloved. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I was trying to get on.
What city you in?
I'm in Panama City Beach, but I'm from Alabama.
Oh, we're from Mobile?
How you know? I'm from across the water. I'm from across the water in Mobile, 30 minutes away.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, I can hear it in your voice. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
How you doing, dear?
I'm well. How you? I never get up here. I never get on here, but I was trying to get on earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we here now. What's on your mind?
I wanted to say something about the reparations and them people playing in our face, because they've been saying they was studying about reparations for years. How long you got to study to give us something that's owed to our people?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
It's
ma'am.
not, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
It ain't that much studying in the damn world.
Yeah, I know. When it comes to us, it's all about a study. Now, all these other people, you're an immigrant coming across the border. Ain't nobody studying nothing. You got a damn debit card waiting on you, food, housing. Yeah, they're just giving tangibles out, and you know
And
they're
they pay
playing
no
games with us.
taxes before they get their social. I'm surrounded by a lot of Jamaicans where I stay. They don't pay taxes before they get their social and stuff. I personally feel like if anybody ain't gonna be paying taxes, it should be Americans. It damn sure should. I'm sorry if I can't cuss, but it's in me, not on me. It
Yes,
should
ma'am.
not be them coming over here getting housing, food stamps, scholarships and stuff, and not paying taxes. And if you look at all the money that they send out to all these countries, but you telling us who been here for hundreds of years that y'all got to study some shit that y'all owe us. That don't make no sense to me.
Real talk. Yes, ma'am. Anyway, thank
That's
you so
all I
much,
want.
Miss Cam. Thank you so much, beloved. That's Alabama's sister, Miss Cam.
Let me see. Hold on. Damn. Tripping. So we got Linda. Is that the Linda that was trolling the other day? So we got Baby audio's a little janky. Got to fix the audio. Oh, she coming back in. Linda, come off mute. How are you? Yes, Linda.
Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta mute. You gotta mute the YouTube. You gotta mute your YouTube. All right, so now we're gonna cover who's black and who's not. It's not that hard to mute YouTube. or pause it. Stop it from playing. Mute it or pause it. If you're on a phone, are you able to do that, Linda? Okay, so she disconnects her
Black is
audio
not a term
altogether.
that's given to anybody. A certain
you're
color,
on one time.
right?
You're not
You
on
have
twice.
to be born into into a lineage that can trace their selves to U.S. chattel slavery. That's who's black. Nobody else is black but those people.
I'm on the also.
You what?
Okay.
All right. So how about go out and come back in?
Okay.
Are you the Linda that had a lawyer as a sister? Give me a second. Let me get the audio good on my end. Hold on, fam. All right. Let me get the audio good on my end. I couldn't hear. Okay.
Not an echo. But no, Obama is black. I just don't think he's FBA or ADOS.
Okay. And so in what sense would he be black?
Because his father's a black Kenyan.
What's a black Kenyan? Wait, no, but you just okay. Have you ever seen the 54 countries in Africa? Like, yeah, it don't have an adjective attached to them. It's their king. You got to listen as we're talking. Okay, there's no adjectives attached to no country. There's no black of Jamaica. There's no white Jamaica. There's no yellow, no pink Jamaica. It's just Jamaica. And people from Jamaica, they're called what?
They're called Jamaicans.
Right. And people from Kenya are called what?
Kenya.
Right. And people who you would say from African descent in America, that's mixed with European and Native, that they're American, but they're what Americans? What's the name for them?
They're Black Americans.
Right. So if you go get citizenship in Kenya, are you now a Black American Kenyan, or are you just Black American living in Kenya?
I'm not gonna get citizenship in Kenya, but
hypothetical question. If you right, you just Black American. Right. So that's the problem. And we call that paper genocide. So how was Obama, whose father is Kenyan, mother is some European lady, come over here? He just in their language, they're mulatto. You dig? They're colored. But if he want to call himself Kenyan, that's fine. If you want to call himself his mother side, that's okay. But when you say black, this is your confusion. It's not my confusion. This is your confusion with black. So you have Black Americans. Are we black ethnically in America or racially in America?
I think we're black racially because I don't identify as African.
I don't either. But I asked you about black. I never said that we're African. I said in America, are we black ethnically or racially?
I would think racially.
So ethnically, how are we identified?
As Black American.
My God. So it's both, right? You just said one, and now you just said two. And that'd be some of the issue when people call in. It's like, yo, I need y'all to have clear mind. Put the alcohol down, put the marijuana down, put the mushrooms down, put the fentanyl down. Right? Just talk, okay, call in to have a conversation.
Why are you gonna take my medication away now? Come on now, I'm chilling.
Okay, right. I'm saying, but this be the disconnection. People call in, they're not sober minded. Okay, so now we got that out the way, right? So will Obama be black? So how would he be black in your mind? Would he be black racially or ethnically?
Well, I'm just thinking about white Hispanic and black Hispanic.
So I asked you a question, you just talked about something totally different. This is the crazy shit we're dealing with these folks. Okay.
I think he's black racially.
Right. So race is a racial construct, something white America came up with late, right? Late they came up with race, and racially he would be, according to your answers, racially and race defined. How is race defined? So he's black racially, and how is race defined?
Race
Well, if I was from Africa, I'd be African. If I
How
was
is race defined in America? Western white people came up with the social construct race, and it has a definition attached to it. You said Obama was black by way of race, and I'm saying, how does the OMB classify black people as a race?
as African American,
African descent. Okay, got it.
African descent.
So,
Right.
yeah, no wonder you're all confused. You don't even know how these terminologies are placed on people. You just all over the place. Okay, so black people before OMB came up with the racial category and defined it, people of African descent. When we said we were black in the '60s, how did we define our blackness?
We just on our birth certificate, I think it said black or Negro.
How did we? It wasn't there. Okay, we called ourselves black in the 1960s. All right, we were Negro in color before then. We were American Negroes and we were Afro-American. When we said we were black, how did we define black? When James Brown said, "I'm black and I'm proud," black power, all that shit. How did Black Wall Street, black love, black banks, black economics? How do we define black?
What do you mean as a Black American?
Oh my God. Okay. So Obama is racially black, right?
Yes.
And who came up with the definition of people being racially black? Was it Kenyans? Was it Africans? Or was it Europeans? White people?
I think it came about in America.
White people, right? White people. Is so the answer white people, or is it what? Well, what's the answer now? Just saying vague shit. So the answer is it? Huh?
I have no idea who came up with Black American, but
I didn't say Black America. I said the racial category, the social construct of race and defining race as people of African descent. Who came up with that? Was that largely white people or Africans?
primarily white Americans.
According to your studies, do you have any inkling of an African being involved in defining the racial category as African descent?
I haven't studied it, but can I say something?
Okay. No. We're gonna speak to the topic. You got to get off. I got a show to do. It's to the topic. Okay. So you don't know. So white people. So when white people name you, so white people named people of African descent black. So Kenyans didn't call themselves black before white people came up with the racial category, right?
Correct.
Okay. So when somebody named you something and you didn't name yourself, do you know what that's called?
Is it called colonization? I don't know.
Yeah. Is that good when the outside people name you and you don't something you didn't name yourself? Is that good or bad?
Well, white people name Nigerians.
Ma'am, is that good or bad when somebody call you something you didn't call yourself? Is that good or bad?
I guess it's neutral.
So when they call, okay, when white people call somebody don't call themselves, it don't have no negative connotation. It's neutral, right? It's just no, it's not negative or good. When white people history of calling people shit, do they have a history of calling you something for your own good or something negative?
See, I don't think black is negative. I think
okay. I didn't. That's not the question. All right, bye. All right. Okay, goodbye. This ain't for you.
Accountability importantes. I just want to confirm that FBA, I still don't see the agenda of FBA though. I want to see the plans. What is the plan of a day after? Because me, I'm down for whatever FBA have to offer. But FBA, they are not showing me what is their plan a day after. I want to see the plan. I want to see a lot of FBA that already signed up for ICE. I want to see how many Africans. Africans, oh, I'm not even talking about Spanish. I want to see a lot of Africans being rounded up. I want to see FBA to be giving me the list of how many Africans are getting deported daily. I don't want you to be fair with them when you catch them. Just bring me the list. I want to see the plan and a day after when all the Africans leave America. And I'm waiting for the political party for FBA in the White House or in the Congress. I learned.
Yeah, we have individuals in Congress, and when it comes down to what we gonna do after, delineation is forever. Y'all been delineating. Delineation is us expressing our ethnic pride and embracing that. Uh, people individual plans on how they gonna move politically. That's them. We're just making sure we're vetting people properly and putting people in place in the future. So that means, yeah, we go anybody that want to vote locally, you know what I'm saying, statewide, federal wise, we're gonna make sure we come together and we make sure that person is viable for us, or we gonna sit out, or some people might still use their political power. Outside of that, like it's many black people that's part of ICE. You want to get the numbers of Africans that's getting deported, you need to go online to the government.com. They tell you, they give you the numbers. So I don't know what to tell you. Like we
No,
not
I mean, how many FBA have, how many African FBA have initiated their deportation, please?
I don't know. You gotta go to the government website. Like I said, we not the dollar keepers. We could care less about all that information, but the information is available. That's why we live in a transparent government that tell you those things.
FBA don't have an inside man? Are you serious?
All right, you ready for your question, the Black?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna give you a question that I'm curious about. What would life look like for melanated immigrants with this continued delineation movement here in the United States? What do you think the future holds for immigrants, melanated immigrants in the United States of America?
In the United States or outside the United States?
In the United States, here with us, here with the FBAs. What is life going to be like for them?
For the ones who are legally here, I mean, they shouldn't sweat unless they been tellers and trying to go against what we got going. Then we gonna make life hard for you. If you got a business, we're not gonna support it. We're gonna make sure other people don't support it. You're gonna have to rely on that immigrant dollar. It's not that much of that immigrant dollar. Most of that's going outside the country. So it's running thin for them. And then when it comes down to those who don't have their paperwork right, like Africa said, it's ICE out there. They looking for you. They gonna throw you out, and Africa gonna be at the African gates waiting on you, laughing. Ha 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 ha! I told you to stay in Africa. But it is what it is. I truly think that those who are smart enough will start to align with us and understand that it's in their best benefit to do just like the YT immigrants and shut up and listen and fall in line.
Wait a minute, the Black. So are you saying if they change their ways and they get on code with Black Americans, we will accept them back into the fold?
Not all. I mean, not me personally, but you do have those who still practice a form of Pan-Africanism or who still would like to deal with other melanated groups, and then you still have people who be sleeping with, you know what I'm saying, people that's outside of what a Black American is. So we have to be understandable. It's still diplomatic on the way we move forward, because you have individuals like Revenue that'll try to label you a code or, you know what I'm saying, a T group, which that's contrary to what the American government say, because we can't be a T group. We're from America. But like I say, it's up to these individuals, because delineation is forever.
All right, thank you so much, the Black. Hey, Revenue. Thanks for your patience.
How you doing, my boy?
I'm doing good. I'm happy. You didn't say nothing about me. You know what I mean? I didn't even hear that part, but no, I didn't say anything about you. I be doing it anyway. We'll leave that alone. Go ahead, address the prompt, Revenue. Reality.
No, let Greg go first.
No. You go first. Go ahead, Africa.
I had one.
Okay. FBA.
I came up right before Africa.
What you say, Black?
I came out the mic before Africa.
Okay, well, all three of y'all. All three, everybody.
I want to go last, though. I want to go last, please.
No, you can't go last. You're going to go first.
Go ahead, bro. Africa Reality, go ahead.
Okay. You said FBA is have their easy targets. Yes. Oh, I think I agree with him. I cannot get bored with him. It's okay.
Yeah.
You ain't got nothing to say. Go to Greg. We know you just won't talk right now. We gonna get to you, Africa. Go on, Greg.
Okay, let's get to this, man. First of all, you understand that funding for schools come from tax-paying home ownership and stuff like that. You know that, right? So you know that, and then you understand that Black people don't own a lot of property, so they don't have a lot of property tax revenue to go into those schools. So that's first and foremost. Secondly, you had nothing to do with hip hop. You were a participant in the culture, bro. You didn't create it. You didn't start it. You didn't do anything. I wish you would stop spreading that lie, sir. That is an outright, downright, dirty, despicable lie, sir. Number two, we don't have smoke for Jews. Stop the press, bro. We've always had smoke for the Jews. Just because you weren't around to hear the smoke doesn't mean we didn't have it. Thirdly, Mexicans. Do you know anybody in California? No, that's what I thought. First and foremost, California has been smoking on Mexican pack for a very long time, sir. They dominated the Mexicans, and then the Mexican dominated them. That's all that it is to it. I did not interrupt you, sir. So hold your mic.
Yeah, your time was up, lady.
Oh, go ahead then. I'll land my plane with that.
You good. You can finish your sentence.
Yeah, this idiot.
I just wanted to tell him that once they got their numbers up, they began to insert themselves in political positions and positions of power to wield and hire themselves. That's what's going on with Black Americans in California. They're being paced out of jobs, sir, by Mexicans and their racist identity. That's why Black people.
Damn, he got 2 minutes?
Again, sir, I did not interrupt you, Revenue.
Ain't playing, Greg.
All right. So, like I said, you don't have the facts. You never do, Revenue. All you do is sit and spit bad talking points. I'll land my plane.
2.5 minutes. This dude just said nothing.
I'm gonna give you a full 2 minutes. Calm down, Revenue.
Yeah, so this dude is an idiot. He don't even know I lived in LA for a year. So this dude don't know what he's talking about. Small hat Jewish community. Nobody
keep on trying to bring up Texas when the news that you bringing up in California, you don't hear that in Texas like that. Like, essays stay in a place in Texas. Now, you might hear some white on black issues, some black on black issues, some white on white issues. You'll find a lot of essay on essay issues before you hear about some essay on black issues, because they stay in their own little enclaves. So you steady bringing up Texas like stop the fallacies.
Let's be honest. Bro, in his homeland, everybody is running over them. That's the reason why
you don't got a country. You don't have a homeland. You don't have a homeland.
You can't even go to the beach in Jamaica.
I said,
this is our homeland.
Like I said, the Black
got ran off the beach by little Asians in Jamaica. You can't even go to the beach.
Bro, you don't got a country. You don't have anything.
America is our country. You must.
No. America is built by the white people.
Your country is owned by the British Crown.
Shut your bitch ass up.
So we can move to KD1. Revenue, you ready for your question?
Yes.
Okay. Do immigrants sometime adopt anti-Black American views?
I'm not gonna rule out that immigrants may have preconceived notions about FBA as
Hey,
far as
pretty lady. Hey, sweet Wolfie. I'm sorry, I'll start your time back. Look at you. All right. Okay. I see you, sweet Wolfie. Okay, I'll start your time over.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that immigrants might have preconceived notion about African American based on how they depicted on, in Hollywood and in the media. But that goes back to my point that the Jewish control is the one that's depicting so-called FBAs in the media. So you have to first address the people that's depicting your people in the media in a negative light
as ghetto and barbaric. The people that run the media, which would be the small hat community that FBAs are scared of and would never address.
Respond to that or not? Or you want to go to African reality?
No, my bad. Now, I don't really want to respond to it, but I will. I find it really, really funny because every day I hear foundational Black Americans disparaging Donald Trump. Every single day I hear FBAs standing on business against white supremacy. As a matter of fact, as a very much so matter of fact, when I say that these tethers don't help us stand on business against racism and white supremacy, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I was a part of that group that ran them Nazis, that ran them Yahtzees off of the block in that first Black-owned self-governed town above the Mason-Dixon line called Lincoln Heights. And the community right next door is a community full of Africans, Mauritanians, Cameroonians, Ghanaians, Nigerians, you name it. They all over there. And when I say they was right next door, you could walk from this community to the next community in a matter of 5 minutes. And when we was policing the community and we was chasing them crackers up out of there, ain't none of them come over there and help us or even bother to bring us a bottle of water, egusi soup, no fufu, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? But these supposed to be our brothers though. And that's the type of shit that I'm sick of, bro. You ain't doing it, you're not helping. Then move. But now when the shit happen in your community, don't come looking for us. With that, I'll land.
Africa reality, your rebuttal.
If shit happen in African community, don't call on FBA. I support that. Okay. First of all, I want to ask, which immigrant has ever called on FBA to come and rescue them from immigration? Bruh. Which immigrant has ever called on FBA to come and release them from police station? And again, I want to confirm what has immigrant actually do, or African especially, do to FBA? Because I'm for Africans going back to Africa to go and fix their country. But I just want to understand, is Africa the one making the decision in the White House? And how much do Africans are donating to the politicians to let more immigrants come to America? Because that is the real issue. I expect FBA to be giving me the explanation that this is what Africans are doing to FBA and Black community. Please, I need a response.
Okay, thank you. So delineation is everywhere, right? So when it comes to delineating or recognizing the issues that we face, we gotta understand the difference between the funding that comes from the white power structure and then the part that the tethers play in this. So in terms of what and this is where they assist white supremacy for an example. They participate in the erasure, right? They participate in the erasure of our identity and our culture. A big prime example is the Essence Festival. A notorious example is the Essence Festival, how they hyper-Africanized it and whatnot when it was once a celebration specifically of Black American culture, but what was it at Howard University where they did the African takeover? They telling you how they feel and they telling you what their agenda is. Essence Fest. So you got Howard University with the African takeover, and then you got the Essence Fest with the Joe Loft versus Jambalaya. It's this adversarial verbiage that they're using because that's their subconscious letting you know that they see us as the competition, damn near the enemy. When we've done nothing but open up doors for them. Now, in terms of holding the white power structure accountable, there's receipts being exposed for that all of the time. You know what I mean? And that's where, unfortunately, I'm not going to say we align as far as the delineation movement goes. I'm not going to say that's where we align with Donald Trump necessarily, like we endorse him as a person. But that is one thing that kind of works in our favor because he dismantling things like the U.S. Department of African Development, which was exclusive funds for Africans in particular, loose cash that they don't have to pay back, young African leadership initiative, all of those things that they kept secret from.
Hey, land your plane, KD1.
Okay, so all of those things that they kept secret from us and tried to play in our face. And tell us I came over here with $2 when that wasn't true. The white man has been helping. With that, I'll land.
Okay, thank you. Let me see. KD1, do FBA/Black Americans expect too much or too little from immigrants?
Another good one. No, I don't. I think I don't think we expect too much or too little. You know what? I'll speak for myself because maybe there might be certain brothers and sisters that feel a different way. I would expect it if you're not gonna help, step the fuck aside. That's all I ask for. If you're not gonna help, if you're not gonna support, move. If you wanna come to America, go to work, mind your business, not step on toes and whatnot, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Shit, at the most, in terms of camaraderie, at least when we walking past each other, give me a nod. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But you don't even do that. So again, it's the revelations of how these people feel and what they may choose to believe about us in terms of the media. You know, but nah, like I'm at this point, I'm low key kind of jaded from them as a collective. You know what I'm saying? Because there's exceptions to every rule. You got routers. You know what I'm saying? Just about from every group, there's individual exceptions, but the collectives thereof, I ain't expecting nothing from these folks. You know what I'm saying? In terms of what I want from them, I ain't expecting nothing. I'm cool. And I'll land right there.
Thank you, KD1. I'm going to rotate you down. Thanks for participating. You can come back up if you still here. I know you be in and out, but thank you.
Okay.
All right. Hey, JT.
Come on, sis. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good, too.
Blessed. I can't complain.
That's what's up. You want to address the problem?
Yes, I do. FBA or everybody. FBA versus everybody who's next. To be honest with you, you know, I tend to feel that we don't really have any other competitors other than white T supremacy. Unfortunately, we've fallen into this idea that an immigrant is somehow a legitimate competition for us. You get people like Revenue that, well, I ain't gonna talk about him since he's not up here to defend. Bruh. And they love to talk about what we aren't doing, how we're not fighting white T supremacy. And they're coming from nations that's completely and absolutely dominated by white T supremacy and Indian supremacy and Arabs. I mean, you name it, anybody could be supreme over them in their countries. But then we'll have the audacity to come over here and try to talk down to the only melanated population that has ever fought white T supremacy. Our history is built on fighting white T supremacy and civil rights. On all of our icons, that's all we've ever done in this country. Now, we've been here for 500 years. We fought openly for 400 of them against white T supremacy. So we're allowing immigrants to come over here after they fled, right? After they failed in their homelands and had to flee and let somebody else take their resources, talk to us now about fighting somebody. And I feel like that's very disrespectful, but it's one of the reasons why FBA stays on their neck, because Pan-Africans aren't going to do it. Pan-Africans will never hold these Africans or Caribbeans accountable for the disrespect that they have towards us and for our people. So, you know, we've been forced into a position where we always are on the defense against people who mean us no earthly good, who only want to take from us, who only want to have a parasitic type of relationship with us. And we're just not going to let that happen. We've never allowed anybody to disrespect our people, especially not a white T supremacist. And we're certainly not going to let a musty tether come over here and disrespect us and our people. It's just never going to happen. You're always going to get smoke from us because we're not built like that. We've never been built like that. We're a fighting people. Fighting is part of our culture. We're just not going to allow people to do that to us. And that rubs a lot of immigrants the wrong way because they don't understand that because they've never fought anybody. They've just allowed any and everybody to come into their homelands and take whatever they want from
Okay, do anybody have a rebuttal
I
for
got a rebuttal. I got a rebuttal.
Johnny?
I got it about it too.
Okay, go ahead, Africa.
I'm the second one though. I want to go next after Johnny.
Don't go first.
Africa is funny, man.
Y'all go first, Africa.
Okay. So I want to confirm how Africans is affecting FBA or Black community, because I'm looking at my list over here. Trump has tried to remove Black Lives Matter Plaza and
And you boring. You don't have no charisma. You don't have a personality. You're just lying and fleeing. All right, nobody want to be around that shit.
Mura signed an executive order attacking the National Museum of African American History, removing Black history figures from a national website, attacking HBCU by reducing the Department of Education funding and go back DEI initiative. I just want to confirm, is it Africans that does that? And again, is it Africans that is donating to the politicians to make sure more immigrants come to America? And is it these same Africans that donating or that is buying all these media outlets that is pushing the agenda against Black America? Because I'm here for solution, and I'm here to give Africans when they are taught and FBA when they are taught. Please, I need your response.
Yeah, so the problem is that, no, it's not you guys. But the problem is that you guys will come into our spaces and try to speak for us. We know that you guys aren't doing that. But then at the same time, you come in saying, hey, brother, hey, sister, like you're on our team. And then turn around and we got Candace Owens. Turn around and we got Winsome Sears and Byron Donalds and Myron Gaines, all in our politics, all in our business, telling us what we don't and what we do need. That's the problem. If y'all came over here and you minded y'all's business and said, hey, I'm an immigrant from Africa, I'm only concerned with Africans, and I'm a mind my own African business, Black people wouldn't have a problem with you. But you don't do that, do you? You come over here, the first place where they're going to send you is into the Black community. You're going to come in there, you're going to eat up all of our resources. You're going to live in a community where you can get all types of grants and loans and scholarships and housing off of minority benefits, right? And you're going to take those resources. You're not going to drop those dollars back into the Black community to benefit Black Americans. You're going to send them back home to your people. So you're like leeches and parasites to our people. And then you get into our politics, right? We've allowed the Obamas and Kamala Harris's, both people with immigrant backgrounds. And you know what we get from them? The DACA program to benefit who? Other immigrants like himself. And that LGBTQ package that doesn't benefit anybody but LGBTQ people. So this is what we're saying to you. Mind your own business. Stay out of our politics. Stop trying to talk on behalf of us and tell us who we are, right? Stop talking to us about Pan-Africanism, because we both know that you guys don't come over here and try to fight. No, but you don't fight white supremacy in your own homeland. You're certainly not going to fight it over here with us. So we just want to be left alone by you people, because we see you as any other immigrant group, because you act like every other immigrant group. There's nothing about you as an African that's any different from a Hispanic, from an Asian, or an Arab. You're the exact same, and you move the exact same. When you get over here, you're only trying to find a comfortable place under some whitey woman or some whitey man. You've never fought in your homeland, and you're not going to fight over here with us. We're just two different people with two different agendas.
Okay, thank you, JT.
Johnny.
Hey man, it's nice to see y'all moving on from them immigrants, man. But man, y'all ain't. It seemed like y'all just some internet trolls, man. I don't think y'all got no respect yet, man. They not feeling y'all, man. Like y'all, y'all come on, internet trolling, talking slick and all that, and sounding good. But man, I told y'all a couple weeks ago, man, y'all gotta go out there and catch a body, man. Y'all gotta go out there and make an election happen. Well, this FBA crowd down here. Like we need this, because MAGA did that. Like MAGA went out there and we got W's. We knocked off 16 Republican candidates. Trump ran. Then we went out there and drugged Hillary Clinton through the mud. We got Ron DeSantis elected. Like, we went on a run, dude. Yeah, I mean, I need to see y'all in the election. It's election time now, man. Like, I need to see y'all go issue somebody an L, man, so y'all can get some respect around here, because it seemed like y'all just a bunch of internet trolls, man, begging for hearts and ponies and unicorns and shit.
To be honest with you, I don't really know where to go with that.
Wait a minute, JT, hold on. Was the internet trolls the Black Americans / FBAs or the immigrants?
I'm not talking about no immigrants no more, and I'm happy they not. I can tell they not really focused on immigrants, because I seen how they moved on from that. I'm telling them, moving forward, they need to go out there and catch some bodies. I want to see what the curly-haired white boy in Georgia, the senator running for re-election, I want to see y'all go down there and go through his pockets. I want to see y'all go down there and take his tennis shoes, man. Make something happen, man, like MAGA did, man. MAGA goes out there and we issue L's. So I need to go. Yeah, I'm talking about FBA. I need to see y'all go out there and send somebody home with their head down. You know what I'm saying? About an election, man. Because how many super hearts you gonna get, man? How many roses and unicorns and galaxies you gonna get, man? Go out there and issue out some L's, man.
Better add
so again, that's some plebiscite babble. I mean, I don't know if anybody on the panel is even like taking that seriously. Like, we're intelligent people having discussions about, who we are as a people. Nobody's gonna go out there and bash nobody's head in or do anything silly like that and end up in prison, brother. So this might be the wrong conversation for you. I don't know if that's how y'all conversate in your groups that you run with, but we're trying to have intellectual dialogue and discuss issues concerning our people as intelligent Black Americans. I'm quite sure if you want to have a conversation about going out there and doing some violence, you can find some brothers outside of the app to do that, or perhaps inside of the app. But I mean, so far this room hasn't detriculated into something like that. So in response to what I was saying, I don't even know how you got there, but it is what it is.
I think.
Oh, you had to be. Go ahead, Black.
No, I was just gonna say, I think Johnny just misunderstood. He got him a white girl, and he used to be a stripper back in the '90s. So you got to look over some of the things he do. What you say?
Man, you know what I mean. I ain't meant catch no crime. I meant go out there and win some elections. Y'all ain't outside, man.
Stop the cap.
FBA ain't outside, man.
We grown. We don't need
MAGA outside. Y'all need to come outside, man. I mean, MAGA outside.
You ask Jazz McCrockett what happened down here in Dallas. Jazz McCrockett, she lost.
You don't even got ID, man. Ain't you one of them black people that don't got ID? Get you some ID, man, before you holler at me, man. Get your voter registration card before you holler at me, man.
See, that's that white girl you sleeping with that give you them talking points.
I don't know why y'all hate white people so much, man. Like, for real.
HATE. I love TikTok shop. Johnny, did you used to be a stripper?
Ballroom. I do ballroom and ballet and all. I do tango, foxtrot, bachata, merengue.
Johnny, don't switch it up.
I do ballet.
Johnny.
Johnny. Ballet, pirouettes, ronde-son, condu, quarter bras. I do ballet.
Johnny, tell the truth, Johnny. We heard you last night, Johnny. Come on.
Now, I did see you doing your.
What is you talking about? Talking about with the junkie?
Johnny.
Yeah, I don't be playing.
To doing a male review, my nigga. Come on.
Sweet Wolfie. I did scroll up on Johnny.
Ain't nobody stripped. If I would have stripped, I would have told you I stripped.
Wait a minute, hey.
If I would have stripped, I would have still had the content to show you. So
I can tell you, Sweet Wolfie, Johnny does TikTok shop, right? So one of his items is men underwear, right? And Johnny was modeling them underwear. He was modeling them underwear, ladies, for his TikTok shop.
I don't even know how he looked.
Ain't get one by the whole night.
He did though. He did. He got some sales while I was on there, but he sure was shaking them drawers, modeling them to the left, to the right. All right,
Not a
TikTok shop.
The emo white women bought them.
A TikTok thought. Well, Johnny was modeling them drawers. Okay, you ready for your question, JT?
Yeah, I'm ready. I mean, anything to change the subject.
All right. I was shocked. Okay. Are Black Americans too divided internally to lead globally?
Absolutely not. I think that we're more cohesive now than we've been in a very long time. I think the only detractors that we have are, dyed in the wool Pan-Africans who continue to try to tether us to tethers, in a sense. They want us to be, and it's a weird dynamic because they won't acknowledge it. They won't ever hold Africa. Now they'll run us down, curse us out, all of those things, but they'll never hold immigrants accountable in our country. And the thing that upsets them the most is to see Black Americans finally standing up and saying no to this immigrant crisis, because that's what it is in America. It's called an immigration crisis. It's even happening in the white T communities too. Nobody in America is wanting to see all these immigrants come and start changing the landscape of our country. It's just the reality of the situation. It's not an FBA thing. Everywhere Africans are going, people are wanting them out because of the type of behaviors that they're bringing. They're just modeling the same cultures that they have back in their homelands, right? But then they'll get up in our face and try to throw all of these things back in our face as if we're blind, we can't see, we don't have the internet in 2026 to see how they're living in their homelands. So Black Americans are finally waking up to the Pan-African scam, realizing that there's never been a reciprocal benefit to allying with any.
All right. So I was in the background doing some research. You did. You know how I do. Hey, SL, you there still? You want to add anything? Yeah.
Man, that was good.
Sorry,
Right there,
family.
bro. Yeah, you gone for a minute, bro.
Yeah. Well, I was here. I was just in the background researching like some important big stuff. Like, I don't know if you caught the live yesterday, but I'm the one that brought up we are going through paper genocide in 2026. I tell you that these guys are Black only on paper. They're not Black in their own society. They're not Black in our society. Because they aren't being excluded. If they were Black like us, they wouldn't be in those colleges. They wouldn't be receiving jobs and opportunities that we are excluded from. Those things are denying us those access to those things, right? That's the real Black experience, right? So that's why you can have Caribbeans and African immigrants come over here and get access to things, resources, and money that we can never get access to in our whole existence over here. That's the real Black experience. These guys are just Black on paper. They select the box for tangibles, for benefits, for shelter, low income housing, all that stuff, SNAP, all type of resources, but they're not Black in society. They're not being rejected things, denied things in significant numbers where we can see it in real life. That only applies to Black Americans. So I say that's a paper genocide, right? That's paper assimilation. These guys are allowed to be recognized as Black on paper to assimilate with us to dilute what we got going on. So you got a lot of Black immigrants from Africa that come over here that are hyper selected. They make up 1% of their whole entire country. Like they are the top, they don't make up 1%. They represent the top percent of the entire country. So they come over here as the best of the best of the best of what Nigeria has to offer. Then they come to SL. Then they come to me or Donnie and try to compare them. They are the elitist class they are part of the elitist class, and they try to compare their individual success with one of us. We don't represent the top 1% of our ethnic group. You dig? So but they'll do that to gaslight us. Hey, have you done this? You got a degree? Dude, you are the 1% educated, highly skilled rich class, you are the Jay-Z or whoever, whoever we got over here that's highly educated and money and all type of skills. Dude, you're that version of Nigerians, and you're trying to compare yourself to the average foundation Black American. That's disingenuous and that's deceptive, and that can never be looked at as any type of brotherhood or alliance. So you got a lot of that going on. And now the paper assimilation, the paper genocide is that those people get documented on paper as Black. So in Black America, we're being excluded and being denied and being rejected for out of so many things that it's reflecting in the numbers. So that it's clear, like, hey, systemic racism is holding us back. It's so clear. It's throughout the nation. These 1% immigrants are invited to the country, and their success is masking the deliberate results, the direct deliberate results from systemic racism it affects on us. So it's making us look a lot better than where we should be. It's making it look like systemic racism isn't like that hard on us. You feel me? Because it's masking that. And then of course the reverse, when they commit crimes and scams, and that all goes into Blackness. And Black Americans, we are the face of Black, even though immigrants are considered Black racially in America, because Black was our ethnonym. It was our only name. So when you think of Black people, especially in America, you can only think of Black Americans, and we make up the majority. There's no question. Just like Chinese people, when you say Asians are made up of many different countries. You got the Philippines, you got Japanese, you got Samoans, Hawaiians, all type of people are in that Asian race, but Chinese people are the face of Asians. So if you say Asians employment decline or Asian scams, you're gonna automatically think of Chinese. They become the face of that race, and white Americans are the face of the white race. So that's the issue. But for us, it's designed to water down the harm that's we're being affected by, and is also highlighting any crimes in so-called Black society where it appears, again, once you say Black on Black crime, we had Tethers come over here and quote Black on Black crimes. Tether knew. It's like, yo, aren't you Black racially? Yeah. So aren't you in that stat? Why are you trying to act like this Black on Black crime stat is exclusively for Black Americans? I can make the argument Black on Black crime rates are specifically due to immigrants, not even foundation Black Americans. I can say, hey, that's all y'all. There's no way to really find out because we're all lumped up in a racial category as Black. Now that's a rough summary, right? I just briefed you. I didn't even go into like what I was researching, putting together, where I formatted. That's just off the top of the head. You feel me? But wait till I read what I researched and how well formatted with historical evidence behind it. So all that when I was doing in the background. Okay, brother.
Wow.
Wait, let me switch. Wait, hold on. Let me switch to my phone first before you go.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me switch to my phone. Yeah. So everybody like the video, subscribe. You know the whole deal. If you super chat, I'll read it. I also donate to the channel. A lot of this research is like I'm very innovative in my research. Again, I'm the only person who said we are being paper genocide, right? Because we think of that, you think of only indigenous Americans, but you'll see I'm going to show the comparison of what was intended for indigenous Americans and how it's used the same way for us, slightly different, but the same play all over again. Let me switch to my phone and you can go in. Matter of fact, goddamn, I got to call my mom back. All right, so go in, right? Stay on, go in, so the live won't end. And then
can I share my screen?
Yeah. Go all in. So look, go all in because I gotta call my mom back,
Okay.
my son, and
See if I can switch this around.
Okay. All right, go ahead, brother.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna look at the chat right quick. Can everybody hear me? If you can hear me,
Wait,
just put a one
before
in the
you
chat.
get started, before you get started, somebody called in. Let me just see if what Copper Draco.
Yeah, what's going on? Salute.
How you doing? Salute. Are you would you consider yourself FBA, ADOS, Freeman, something like that?
I rock with FBA.
Okay. All right. All right. So let Copper Draco, drop some information he's gonna add to, and then SL, once he's done, you could take it over. So go ahead, Copper Draco. How would you like to add to the conversation?
I wasn't really dropping that. I had seen that you was live. I was like, damn, I want to ask him a question. So I was like, let me pull up. I know you stand firm on that we are ethnogenesis.
Yeah. Well, we went through an ethnogenesis. Yeah.
I ain't got no real pushback on that. But I'm saying, like, okay, like say you do your ancestry and you came across one white person. Is that all it takes? Is that all it takes to be an ethnogenesis? Is have a one white person in your family, or one white slave master, or something like that? Like, how does that work?
I think you're mixing up ethnogenesis with mixed races. Okay, so in Africa, the Igbo had a unique ethnogenesis. The Ghanaians, like, they had different ethnogenesis different than the other tribes. So this is why they have different languages, different histories with each other. So the Igbo experience and their shared histories amongst each other are different from the House of Fulani. So they have ethnogenesis amongst themselves. So ethnogenesis you don't have to be mixed with white people, or it don't have to be an admixture of anything. Like, for example, if we just came over here and never by ourselves, like, let's say we just got on a ship and sailed to America 400 years ago, and let's say there's no indigenous people, nobody, this land is completely vacant. If we stayed over here for 500 years, right, as we did, but by ourselves with nobody, never mixed nothing, that would still be ethnogenesis, because we would have a 500 shared history. We would have maybe a language slightly or altogether differently from what we came from, but that would be a 500 years apart from your origins. That would be a complete ethnogenesis with no admixture.
Okay. Let me ask you one more question. Do you feel like niggas were indigenous to the planet, or just out of Africa?
Well, humans are indigenous to the planet. There's no specific ethnic group that's only indigenous to the planet. The only thing human beings ever known was Earth, right? So every human being to ever be known to us have been indigenous to the planet.
Okay. Oh shit. And he answered that kind of swift, like that's all I really wanted, man. If I can, I would like to just vibe out and chime in when I'm able to add value. If that's cool with you.
Okay. All right. So SL gonna be taking over from here. I gotta make a phone call. So any questions going further, if you want to talk, you gotta ask SL, and he'll take it from there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I got you, bro.
Thank you, Copper Draco.
Yeah, Copper Draco. Okay. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. I'm about to share something with y'all real quick. When we were talking earlier about Malcolm X, and we were talking about who's black. Of course, we're dealing with this ethnogenesis, good breakdown that the brother gave it. I'm about to show you guys something. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all a treat. Most of y'all already got this. All right. So I got this 1963 yearbook, right? And I'm gonna show you this. It's from the South. All right. I'm gonna show you guys what FBA was looking like in 1963. Okay, down south. That brother just asked something about ethnogenesis. I'm about to show you something. All right, now, I don't know if y'all can see this. Can you see that? Say yes? Okay. Now, you see those people?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. Now look at them folks. This is 1963. What you recognize about this? What looks familiar about that right there? You see their hair? Now, I'm not trying to be funny. We're not getting on hair. We're not talking about nothing, but we're just showing something. This is 1963. All right. This before Kool Herc. This before Bambaataa and all those things like that right there. Okay. All right. You see these people. You see them.
Looks coarse.
You see them. You see them, right? Look at them. Look at these folks, yo. Show you something else. Look at this. This is FBA. Look at the hair. Look at the skin. Look at the faces. Look at the haircuts. Look at the hairstyle. 1963. Now, these people right here, they seniors, by the way. But they probably came to school and high school in 1960. So this is what you're looking at. 1960. This one Martin Luther King was alive, by the way. What you recognize about them.
I'm gonna tell you
Now,
what
when
I
you're talking
recognize.
about, whoa, give me one second. When you're talking about hip hop, when you're talking about soul, when you're talking about blues, and by the way, this right here that has to be copied. This is a public thing that's happening. It's just a yearbook. You don't have to get any copyrights about this or anything. So you can pull up anybody's yearbook if you want to get it. You can actually buy one all over the United States if you want to. See, immigrants don't know nothing about this. You can't pull up no freaking yearbook like in 1960, right? Look at the skin tone. Look at the skin textures. Look at the hair. All that's their hair, by the way.
She bad.
Look at the haircuts. Look at the faces. You get an immigrant on here to do this. Get one on here to do this. Get one. Get me one. Pull this off right here. All right, I'm gonna flip a few pages. All right, here's even some younger ones. See anybody else hang with us?
We're all niggas at this school.
Freshmen. What you think? Where anybody hanging with us at? These are all different people, by the way, y'all. That's auntie, grandma, uncle. These are real ancestors. And they still alive, listening to people like Tether New. Show you something else real quick, and then let brother come on here. All right, now, this lady right here. This lady right here. All right. I didn't have my grandmother, but this is my grandmother. This is like my grandmother's sister. See if y'all see that address down there for my New York folks. See that 216 Lenox Avenue, New York, 1921? That street now is called Malcolm X Boulevard. All right. I got more, but we're not going to do that.
Don't hurt them.
What I just basically was trying to get through to everyone about who we are and what we do and why we do it See, this is our country. This is our land. When you trying to look for some paper, bro, going into paper genocide in a minute, I just gave you a blueprint. That's just the 60s. All of them have mothers and grandmothers at that time. We already almost into the 1800s just with them. We know who we are. We know where we come from. We know what we got. We know what we doing. And I just showed you the New York one. I took you from North Carolina, New York, and in a split second, find me an immigrant to do it. I showed you New York in 1921, Lenox Boulevard.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Every single female picture in that yearbook, they all had their hair whipped. Like all the females had their hair looking like, I don't know if they just had coarse, like their shit was like real good coarse hair, but every single female in that picture, in that book, had their shit whipped. You know what I'm saying? And I know damn well niggas wasn't using ultra perms like that. At least I hope not. So when niggas talk about all that natural, like I like to see you natural. They be talking about the afro or letting just let it, let your hair do what it do. I didn't see that not one time in none of them pictures. I just thought that was kind of interesting like that. Mic check, mic check. My shit must be tripping.